said nothing is fresh is the best is. Whoever than himself, he the best is. Impressive. How you rhyming and he be like Dante back in 96. The beat he in the streets earbuds. Fuck the beats and be cursing like a sailor. I so out, he be writing grander. Those they give you remember the Titan tablet like Perseus. Uncle Tom was like a white man. Stay about his money. Let me in the ear like he's Tyson. And I hear he laid back, got his feet up when he rap. Making the traffic stand still. They freeze when he say action. A small fraction might walk away simply because of distraction. But always getting back. I think it's because I'm so attracted. The attractions in my trapping. Real over to my masters on my Oscar De La Renta dog. Get with the classics. It's on your downfall. Make a beat to go and match it. I take a seat and relax. Scratch the beat and keep rapping.
Different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come from. The city is not, yeah.
A chef on the glass, work on the plate, show my ass. Got the skills to pay the bills, but expensive taste make waste. Haste to your face. Yeah, baby, take this creme fresh to your face. Whoa, not like that, gotta make sure it's seasoned right. You ever served 160 within a 300? See humanity, testing your sanity. After you were dropping a hole, no like, no more fight. But to get that time, you must do the crime. After 12, we feel one. Say stories to tell about going through hell. How you almost fell, how you messed up that VIP's Quinnell. This life in the kids, so you got a quick glimpse of what it means to hustle, bustle through our eye muscle. It's crazy, it's crazy. This profession's not for the lazy, cause it's a
different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come from. The city is not, yeah. Here's our chance to make it. Hey, and if we fall less on our goal, you can dish out, we can take care. Hey, just remember that you've been told.
It's a different world, man, I'm on some different shit. 250 nowadays for a pair of kicks. I remember when James was like $130, but the rock what I got in my stock, you're unworthy. Foam posits on my feet, never laced up. Foam posits on my feet with the fresh cut. Cargos with the dope t-shirt to match. Wait a minute, hold on, let me check the back of the trunk. Pull them sixes out, feeling like Brian and Dwayne. Feeling fresh in this game like a champ. Got them Jeremy Scotts on the feet with the wings. I'm fly above means, above all. Just to get fresh like God getting these kicks. You gotta stand in line overnight, wait for these shits camp out. Had these for 3 weeks before they even came out. It's a
different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come from. The city is not, yeah. Here's our chance to make it. Hey, and if we fall less on our goal, you can dish out, we can take care. Hey, just remember that you've been told. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. Where you come from. Ooh, and where you come from.
I swear to God, I missed y'all. Yes, I did. I missed the Juana. It's been a month. This is probably one of the craziest months I've ever had, folks. But
It's
I'm
not.
back. Yes, it. Oh, you have not heard these stories. Yes, folks. This is Kid Gravity. If you've not been subscribed to the channel, you've been missing out on a whole lot of content. So I need you to go over there and click that, subscribe, click the notification bell. You know how them white people be doing it. Say, I'm drinking this Arizona iced tea. Brother got some money again. No, just. But nah, folks. This is great. I love streaming. I do. I love creating content, and I'm glad that I'm streaming here with y'all on a Friday night. And the moon is right. I'm gonna have some fun and show you how it's done. TGIF. I just dated myself. Kiss my ass. Anyway, I'm back with my friend Bailey over there on the West Coast. She's still seeing. I don't know if it's dark over there. It probably is dark over there.
Yeah, it's dark already.
Of course it is, because it's the goddamn West Coast. It's always dark. Anyway.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Through the microphone?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. All right, sounds good.
Okay, great. Yeah, so like I said, folks, it's been a rough 30 days since I last did a podcast episode. I mean, it's been crazy down here, sous chef life. Number one, and I think I've said this on the show before, but I'm gonna say it again. I have a new hatred for Valentine's Day. You jerks who make y'all's reservations at your restaurant so you can get a free lobster out of your man or your female, y'all can kiss my ass. I hate all of you. Because the extra work we got to do to make y'all happy, no gratitude. None. Folk, my restaurant down here in Atlanta, I ain't finna give you the name because when I say something that's going to offend you, you going to go look me up. Mm-hmm. We did about 4,000 people in 4 days. I hate every single one of you. It was annoying. It was. I think Sunday was the easiest day because it was the Super Bowl. But even then, we still had about 600 people.
Oh,
Don't
really?
get me started on actual Valentine's Day. It was about 1,400. So, y'all can go to hell. Next Valentine's Day, I'm taking off. I'm going to spend it with my woman and my kid.
They're in there razzling and dazzling their mates.
No. No. Because y'all don't care.
No.
It's Valentine's Day, man. Y'all supposed to be in the kitchen of your place cooking together. That's what you should be doing for Valentine's Day. Not spending money eating food that you can't see being cooked.
For real.
Because you don't know what we did with it.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding. We didn't do nothing with it. But anyway. Yes, folks. I'm back. And Bailey's here with me. And, folk, we got a lot to talk about because a lot has happened. But I wanted to do this show in particular because Bailey had shared a story with me last time she was on. Well, a little bit of a caveat. And I wanted to talk about it, but I had to figure out a way to talk about it without YouTube saying something to me. Because y'all know me, I just don't care. I'll say whatever I want. But in the interest of full disclosure, folks, what we're about to get into, I am not for or against the subject matter. This is just a story of someone who's gone through it. And I wanted them to relay the experience because it's tough for people nowadays to relay the experience. But unfortunately for some people, we have film. And we've seen what happened to them when they went through this particular episode, we'll call it. So, Bailey, we will talk
Yes,
about
sir.
this subject matter. We're going to let you introduce it. But please, do not say the 5-letter word, please. Because
Why
I know
not?
YouTube will let it. Make up a word. You could call it the coffee venereal disease, Rhizarona. You could call it Hell's disease. Do not use the C word, please, because I do not want YouTube coming after me. And if you need other alternate words, if you want to discuss the juke, you can call it the juke. You could use my word, the Belle Biv DeVoe.
What's you call it?
I call it the Belle Biv DeVoe.
Got you.
Yeah, you can call it the shot.
First I need
You
to
call
let
it
you know. I'm obsessed with audio, so do I sound good?
you sound perfect.
Okay, good. All right, let's do it.
Yes. So folks, I'm going to turn it over to Bailey, and she's drinking wine. So we already know this is fixing to be lit. Okay, but let's get into it. So Bailey, please introduce yourself and tell your story.
So, I'm Bailey. I'm actually just starting my podcast. My YouTube channel. I do a podcast. But now I'm more so focusing on YouTube. And King Gravy and I, we actually met not even about politics. It was more so about, what would you call that what Gabe Bell does? Like relationship stuff or?
Yeah, relationship. Yeah, shout out to Gabe. Shout out to Gabe Bell, the ultimate black man. He doing real well. Shout out to that brother.
Yeah.
But yes, we met in one of his live streams that he used to frequently do.
And roasting people. Nice to see you commenting in there.
Oh yeah, I was approaching
I'm about to get blocked
Uh-oh.
or by some females
Uh-huh.
in one of them streams because I was pissing them off with Logic, but it is what it is. But it's not about me tonight. This is about you.
Yeah.
So
No,
please
no, so like, and then I don't know, it was so weird. So you and I just happened. I don't even know how we realized that we had similar viewpoints when it came to politics. We both seem to have more conservative views and values. You're a little more woke than I am, but other than that, I think we see eye to eye on a lot of things.
We're talking about African woke, not this
African
BSPC woke.
Right. African woke.
Yeah.
So we vibe that way. But of course, during the 2020 election, that's where you saw where a lot of people's minds lie, where they lied in the political spectrum. And like I said, we agreed on a lot. I think you had seen that I had got with Topher, and then I saw you got with him. So we each saw him. I think Topher's dope.
Yes. Shout out to Topher.
Yeah. I actually met Topher when he only had like 5,000 followers. And I reached out to him for an interview. We actually spoke about the Breonna Taylor situation. And I still have the interview, but I never used it yet because at the time I didn't know I was like a baby. I wouldn't say conservative. I still didn't know where I was because being from Washington State, people know I'm from Washington State, I live like 30 minutes outside of Seattle. It was really liberal here. So I've always just grown up thinking, okay, liberal, Democrat, there it is. Even outside of just being black, I live in Washington, I'm in liberal, we vote Democrat, that's just how it is. So it was when kind of like during my awakening where I came across Topher because he's also, I was in the Air Force, Topher was in the Air Force. We had so many similarities, and then he's from Mississippi, he's from the South, and he's Republican. Or I don't know, he doesn't even consider himself Republican. He's like libertarian, but he's conservative.
Yeah, he's not. He has no political affiliation. He's just,
Right.
he is a libertarian. He independent, which I tell all you black people all the time.
Don't
Go
do that.
independent. It'll save your life.
No. What?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay,
but
okay.
Going independent will save your life. But
I mean,
go ahead.
It's a waste of a vote, though.
Depends on how you use it, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay. But yeah, so somehow I think when you and I went through those channels, and then we realized, okay, cool. So that's when, and also I think that's when Gabe was kind of pushing back, or he had gotten absent or on a hiatus from his relationship stuff because Clubhouse came out. And then so he's more so turned his focus on the Clubhouse, so he's doing less and less YouTubes. So I think, anyway, so then I started just seeing you outside of that situation and like seeing your political views. I was okay, I can kick it with that. But so then then the the pandemic hit. We can
Oh,
call
the
it
scam.
summer
Oh, yes,
classic. The spam. Yeah.
yeah,
We'll call it spamdemic?
the scamdemic, the plandemic,
Yeah. So
the
that's
great
when a lot of
reset,
people-
all of that. We can say
Yeah.
all them words.
people really don't like this. People scattered to what their thoughts and all that, or their theories.
Just
or
real
whatever.
quick, for all the people that gonna watch this, what we going on with 2 years, this crap.
It's not my culture.
It's not my culture. This is not my culture.
Well, I think do we get that argument too that there is no culture, right? Did we ever get that argument?
Oh, we had many an argument. We
I
had an
know,
argument
but-
about culture. There's no black culture.
There's no
And
black.
we
Yeah,
also
no
had an
black American
argument.
culture.
Yes, there's no black American culture.
Mm-hmm.
I torched you on that.
Yeah. No,
And
no.
and then we also had an argument about reparations, but
Right.
shout out to reparations. I
Yes,
still need black
We're
Americans to
woke.
get their. I need you to get your money for your people. I need you to do that so you can reinvest it.
We don't know where
and
people.
make sure
That's what I'm saying. We don't know where people are.
you do research.
That's the
If
point.
government knows, you guys can find out it.
But then
But
you
anyway.
come to the point where, okay, so like for example, one time I was dating someone who was darker than me and you put together, and he was only like, I think he was like let's say 45% black. So that's what I'm saying. So how would they know like what you are? That's what I'm getting to. Like, how do you know? Like,
You got to research that, but
all right.
this ain't
But
about
no, so now here
reparations.
we are.
Yes.
Here you and I are. We bounced ideas off each other, had conversations, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I have a YouTube. So you're gonna have. I'm gonna give you my YouTube. I decided to just use my main YouTube as my page. I have things going on there, and I want two. So I just created a page recently this week, actually, just off my YouTube, just based off my name, my first name Bailey. That's my YouTube channel. I don't have any subscribers or anything yet, and I also have a podcast I created. I already did like 4 episodes on it, but I haven't widely shared it yet because I'm not sure that I wasn't sure of the direction I wanted to go. But it's called No Culture, KNOW, not NO, and that's my podcast. But yeah, so here we are talking about the 5 letters that should not be named.
Yes.
But I think you and I agree on it.
Yes, we do, and your dog agrees as well. But yes, but let's begin. So,
Okay.
you've seen everybody with their opinions on for the Belle Biv DeVoe against the Belle Biv DeVoe,
Yeah.
and you told me and the 2 people that were watching that day that you got the Belle Biv DeVoe. And I'm not going to begrudge you for that. I mean, this is your life. It's your
Right.
decision. You had to do what's right for you. Kudos to you. You know, I make sure I keep you in my thoughts. No, I'm not even being a
Okay.
dick.
Yeah.
I'm not being a dick about that. No, I'm dead ass. I do consider you a friend, and you know, it would kind of suck if something happened to you.
I'm alive and well.
Yes. But
Are you thinking
something
of
happened.
like Mesothelioma commercials in 50 years or something?
Hey, listen,
might
get that
class
money.
action
Get that money. Moderna.
So you've never had
we
COVID?
gonna talk
Oh.
about Moderna very soon, but
So you've never had the 5 letters that should not be named?
no.
You've never
We
taken
had that
a test?
discussion. We had that discussion on the last one.
All right. You've never had. Okay. That's what I'm okay.
Never caught it.
Wow.
Which I will give out tips how to do that. So YouTube, I'm not giving out medical misinformation. I'm just speaking from my
See, that's
perspective.
my issue with that. You're the only one that could give out medical misinformation because you're not a doctor. But I hate the fact they're telling doctors that they're giving out medical misinformation. That's crazy.
Because they don't want people to have a choice. That's the problem.
Right. But why?
But anyway, you were one of the before Christ cases,
Yeah.
which sucks.
What I say?
And for those who don't know what I said, I'm finna put it in the chat room so when you watch this back, you'll know what I mean when I say she was a before Christ case. Because I can't say the word on here because then they'll trigger.
Right. All right.
So, yeah. So when you told me that, I was gobsmacked, as the UK people would say.
Me and you
'Cause
both.
Yeah. So.
But the crazy thing is, I've never went to a hospital, so for all I know, those take home
Well, as well
tests
you
detect the
shouldn't.
cold.
No, as well you shouldn't.
Yeah, I actually joked with someone like, for all I know, these take home tests are detecting like the cold virus. For all I know, because I didn't feel anything really. Besides, I felt like maybe allergies.
Right. And basically, if you do become one of those before Christ cases, I mean, it's tough to tell that story because then people look at you crazy because, you
Yeah.
know, they went through the narrative and all that. They followed the science and, you know, 2 weeks and all to slow the spread and all that crap. But, yeah, just I would like to know how that felt.
Ooh, you know, my mind changed.
But
after
be
that,
careful
actually.
now. Be
Oh yeah,
careful.
I'm no, my mind changed after that. Like my view, everything changed. It was like, because okay, so you gotta think. I got the, you know what, I got the pokey poke. As soon as the VA opened it up to all ages, you know, remember for the longest time when it first rolled out, it was to, you know, older people, then immunocompromised people, and then
Wait,
finally they opened it up to
the
everybody.
Veterans Affairs,
At the
they're
veterans,
doing
yeah.
it for everybody?
When they opened it up for everybody, for all ages.
Wow.
That was back in like March of 2021. No,
Wow.
yeah, March of 2021 when it was open to everybody. So I'm talking about called. I got in right away. Me and my significant other went, got the first jab or the first pokey poke. Then 3 weeks later, went and got the second one. That was in March of 2021. I got the 5 letters that should not be named. And exactly 6 months from the day of my last jab.
Mm.
And it's crazy. And it's crazy too because I had visited New York. I had visited Vegas like 2 or 3 times in that time period. Fine. And so when I got it, it was weird. If I had it, by the way. My son just started school, and I got it from him because his friend got it. And his friend's household, his friend's dad brought it home, and both those parents were vaccinated or were jabbed. Yeah. So
That's
it's like
crazy.
I thought that was crazy too. Like the fact that two, you know what, people had BCs. So I'm like, then I was like, oh, I don't got it because and then I just took tests because I got a phone call. If I wouldn't have got that phone call, I wouldn't even have taken the test. So I took it, and I was the only at the time. I was the only one in the house that had it. My son's wasn't coming up on the at-home test. We had I had rapid tests at home because they were selling them in Walgreens, like before they got like popular. And I bought like a bunch of them. They were just in the drawer in the kitchen. Took it, and then my significant other didn't have it, never got it. He's vaccinated. And then just a few days before that, his brother was visiting, didn't even have the jab, never got it. But my son did get it because, again, I got it. So, and that's the thing. It's like, I can't believe it. But I'm saying, but it opened my eyes. That changed my whole outlook on the whole thing because I was like, how did I get that phone call when I got tested? I would have never known. My numbers would have never been considered in the statistics. And I thought to myself, well, how many times has that happened to anybody else? How many times have people gone and lived and didn't got it and didn't even know? And then those numbers didn't go into the statistics. The statistics, by the way, that already show you have a 99% chance of being all right. So just imagine like how much lower that number or higher that number would be if people like me would have went to the hospital or something or called the Department of Health or whatever. It was crazy. So then my mind changed. I started to realize, first of all, I hate this whole misinformation situation where it's like if I think anything other than somebody else, then it's misinformation. Although the things that they once called misinformation are now being admitted by the people who were saying it was misinformation, that it was not misinformation. That's what.
Remember, we were the crazy ones.
Right.
You remember that?
I was even.
I know you called me crazy a couple times. I was like, all right.
You were tripping sometimes.
Listen.
You were hyperbolic.
And everything I told you that was going to happen did not happen.
It happened. But for me personally, see, if I would never been in the military, I don't think I ever would have got the jab. I'm just so used to getting vaccinated and poked. I just didn't care. I've had the anthrax, I've had the swine flu, I've had the typhoid shot. Like I've had tuberculosis. I have everything in me. So it's like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this, but I'm not even saying I'm pro-vaccine. I'm just but if I were to say
I need the paperwork. Let's just say
right.
I need the paperwork.
Well, I'm just pro. How can I say? I'm anti-mandate. I'm not anti-vaccine. But so I'm gonna get a vaccine now. I've questioned should I get my son it because I literally had to tell my son he had it. He was like, I'm not sick. He felt nothing. He felt absolutely.
Well, you gotta also understand children. They have better immune systems than we do.
Right.
Like their immune systems are so new that anytime they get introduced to a cold, as they get older, they have the antibody for it already. So as their immune system gets stronger, their antibodies get stronger. Your dog understands that as well.
Right. You're tripping. But no, my mind changed. But that's the reason why I'm like, I don't even know if I'm on the fence about him. I'm like, I've seen him, he got it, it was nothing. Do I want to put something in him that I don't know? Like I'm cool doing that to me because like I said, I'm already experimental project. But
well, you're a mother. That's a decision you have to make. So
it's because I don't want to, because this myocarditis thing scares me, like the whole inflammation of the heart and all that. So if he had never gotten it, then he would have been vaccinated. But because he got it and it was nothing, I'm like, should I even risk like the myocarditis and all that, blah blah blah. So it's like I don't know what to do. Like I don't know, but that's another thing. But
we have a comment.
Oh yeah. He didn't even.
Where the hell is it? Oh damn it! I forgot. Oh yeah, I think it's already on there. Yes, wife caught it, and I didn't even though we were around each other the whole time. Fact. Yeah. I'd love to tell y'all a story. Christmas time, folks. I think I mentioned this, but I'll mention it again. My restaurant. Now, remember, I'm down here in Atlanta. So we were going through the Unicron. And Unicron was kicking this entire city's butt. Folk, damn near 80% of my restaurant, the staff had it.
Wow.
They caught it. Every day somebody got it. They had to bring testing people in there. People were catching it. I was maybe one of 4 people in the whole building that never caught it.
Well, I have a belief like this person, like she has had the jab and I haven't and won't. I believe there's people out there call me crazy that just won't get it. They're just like have some type of.
Well,
some
my
type
wife
of
said that too. She's
resistance.
like, "Oh, you might be asymptomatic." I'm like, "Okay."
I just think there's some people that have a resistance to it. Like I have, like I know that I know a lot of people who are not vaccinated, like this person said, who never get it, and
Yeah.
it's like, and there's vaccinated. I know almost more vaccinated people that have gotten it now than like.
Well,
It's like-
again, when you get the Bell Biv DeVoe or any thing that's related to a inoculation, your immune system is resistant. It's automatically going to drop because you're introducing something in there your body doesn't know.
Right. Like I went through almost the whole. Like I said, I traveled to New York, Vegas. I was out there, and never got.
Well, if you went to New York,
you.
you caught rat disease. You ain't catch that.
That is crazy. Yeah, yeah. Same with my significant other. We were like,
Dude, man, whoever this is, I tested negative every day. We got tested 2 weeks straight every day. I was maybe one of 4 people who tested negative every day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I will say, after my experience, my whole mind changed about it. My whole mind, because it's like, and I'm not trying to get you flagged or anything, but you have to question, and that's what's scary. The fact that you can't even question anything anymore. That's scary to me. Like,
Oh, I questioned it because I when I was 8, I got injured by a vaccine.
oh, no, I'm
Yeah,
saying the fact that YouTube would do something to your
because
channel.
YouTube.
for
Okay,
questioning something.
I'll give you the don't worry me on that. And I'm not saying anything out of school. YouTube, this has already been exposed. YouTube and the powers that be have been paying people to advocate for it.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is
Or
why
have been paid to allow people to.
Yeah, oh no, they got checks.
Yeah.
Somebody, I forgot who it was, but a YouTuber showed the check they got from one of the companies to advocate for the jab. It was a nice check too. It was 5 figures. It was a nice check. But
This is the thing. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, but
No, I'm saying this is
why
how my
they
mind-
this is why they hate people
Hate.
talking like this.
Right. Well, to me, it's just like we have to ask. You have to beg the question: if you're reading on TV, if the experts who are allowed to say whatever they want and not get caught information, even though they've been wrong 3, 4, 5 times. Like I remember when they first came out, they're supposed not to wear masks. And it's wear masks, but it's not misinformation for them to change their mind. But it's misinformation for us to start looking at like common sense. Like, you told us this, you told us this. So anyway, what I'm saying is you have to question, why would something be mandated that if you yourself as experts are telling us, if you get the jab, you could still catch and you could still transmit it to people. And then it's like, so that tells me, okay, fine. At this point, as the time's gone by, research is telling us that the only thing the jab is good for is how can I say? Yeah, that's right. Is to let's hope Brandon's right too. But if you the only thing the jab does is benefit is make your experience with the 5 letters that shall not be named better. So if that's the only benefit of getting the jab, why are you pressing the mandate? It should be because it only helps the person that gets it. It should be a personal choice. Because now you've already said it doesn't stop transmitting or stop giving it to somebody. That was the initial reason. The initial reason was be vaccinated not to be selfish, but for other people. But now you're telling me, well, if I get vaccinated, I can still give it to other people. So now why is it mandated?
Because they want everybody to be the same.
But why?
Because if you're the same, there's no difference. And this is where we're going to transition into very soon. How they're trying to make everybody one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Because it is a problem. Because the dominant society wants us to be like them. They want us to be inferior creatures because it's easier to lead an inferior creature than someone who understands their worth. So they sat there for years saying 15 days to slow the spread. Wear your masks 6 feet apart. Get the Belle Biv DeVoe. Okay, then you got to get the backup singers with it. I mean, everybody listened to it because, again, I tell people this all the time. They've conditioned humans over the last 50 years to only understand the first thing that you hear. And you take that as gospel.
Right.
So now when they change the rules, you're already conditioned. You did the first thing that they told you to do. You don't know how to change. So now when you say something against it, everybody's going to attack you.
Well, even the whole.
But then you look right in the end and they look stupid now.
Even the
And they
mask.
have to live with the decision.
Now they're coming out to 2 years. Well, this is going on 3 years, saying masks virtually did nothing. They literally said
It
like
does nothing.
only 0.2 or something percent, or either 0.2 or 0.02%. They said that's the only, like, that's the figure that actually the mask made a difference with. For the most, they're saying other than that, maybe a small a small number, that virtually they made no difference if you was gonna get it or you weren't. Because you have to think, if people can walk by a deli and smell the food while wearing a mask in your grocery store, then how is it stopping you from a virus? So
The masks were never going to stop it.
yeah,
You were better off doing herd immunity and calling it a day, but we knew how Chris Rock said, the money's not in the cure, the money's in the medicine.
I feel we should have just did that from jump. And now you can see, now they want to take back because midterms are coming. Now they want to take back restrictions. Now no masks.
And you know what I told them? We kept the files. So when y'all sit up there and try to lie, we're going to show you that you said this.
Yeah.
But it's all good. Now, shout out to Moderna. I mentioned Moderna. They gave out a lot of Belle Biv DeVoe's out. They making money. That's kind of sexy.
That's what it's about, to be perfectly honest with you. I've never ever in my
course.
I've only been alive 35 years, so I just never seen this, all of the same country that lets us smoke cigarettes and drink liquor till we die in one night really just cares so much about our health that they just want to just make us take this vaccine. Like, come on. Like, you really care about us that much that you let us you sell cigarettes and you're giving out smoking kits to addicts, but you care
We
about our
gonna
life
talk
so
about
much.
that. Bring back the cigarette vending machines, please. Bring them back.
Right.
Yes,
Like,
give
come
people a
on.
choice again. Give people a choice again. But shout out to Stefan Bancel. Shout out to that man, CEO of Moderna. He deleted his Twitter account. We were on his ass because we knew it. The whole narrative is falling apart now. Pfizer is projected to make $54 billion this year off
Sad.
the Belle Biv DeVoe.
It's sad. And the fact that they even labeled like people saying eat better, exercise, take your vitamins as misinformation, like that's scary.
Oh, I told you that I got my video taken down, right?
Which one? Which one?
I did a video when this thing first started. Remember when they used to say, if you wash your hands, it'll stop the spread?
Mm-hmm.
I did a video showing people how to wash their hands.
And you got taken down?
They took it down for medical misinformation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because, and my wife explained to me, and I think I messed up on this. I said this was the cure.
Oh, okay.
And they took it out for medical. I appealed it, but they still took it down. I say whatever.
That's crazy. But you gotta ask yourself why. That's true. Yeah.
Because they're
It's
trying to
nothing
say that I
100%.
was advocating for a cure. But check this out now. Now, you brought up a point when you said eat better and all that.
Mhm.
Jamaica told their people when this thing first started, stop eating fast food, go back to more whole foods. They have some of the lowest rates in the world.
Really? The smell thing. Yeah, like if you can smell something, it's like if you a smell can get through
Yes,
your
ma'am.
mask.
Listen, folk, if you can smell vag, you can smell. No, I ain't going there. Not today. Not today. But you brought up something with the Whole Foods. Now, before this whole thing started, I changed my diet because I woke up one morning and I felt like crap.
Oh, so you probably had it.
And I figured it out. I ate too much salt the night before. And you know how sometimes when you eat too much salt, you'll get up and you had a nagging headache?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I felt like crap. Damn, your dog knows. But yeah, I felt like crap. So I was like, you know what? I gotta change my thing around. So I started going to the supermarket, started buying like yams and all this whole food. I eased back on the fast food because I was killing some Popeyes blood. I was killing some Popeyes. There was one literally like 5 minutes.
You know they say that sandwich is what started this pandemic. They said that sandwich is what brought COVID.
Did.
Oh, harmful to viewers. What the heck?
Controversial content. Listen, I do controversial content all day, every day. So I'm sure when I get up to that threshold of 1,000, they're probably going to tell me the same thing. It is what it is. I think they want me to be a coon. I think they want more coons on here. I can't coon. I can't do it no more. My coon phase is done. That was fun. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I went a lot of Whole Foods, some organic, but more fruits, more vegetables. I walked a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, living in Brooklyn, you have the opportunity to take public transportation or walk. So I walked. I walked to the store.
I had a bunch of
I walked to the shopping district. I just walked. Rarely took the car.
I love country.
I felt way better. Yeah, I felt
when you walk
way better. Yeah.
You know, gets me not to interrupt you,
especially them cold mornings, them real cold mornings.
Yeah.
And I would like go to like the farmer's market near the house and before like everybody's still at school, everybody's at work. So it's just me and the African women. Shout out to them. They got the worst attitudes, blood. But it's not about them.
But you're making me think of something because you being from New York and you talking about walking through Brooklyn and him saying like the controversial content the most. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 86. Not to age myself, but I was here when YouTube came on the rise. And this is why this is so interesting because it's like Loose Change, the 9/11 documentary. I found and watched on YouTube.
Yes.
It's a conspiracy theory about like the real goings on around 9/11. It's like things like that. Things like that were on YouTube. And here it is.
Oh no, you could watch. We used to watch porno on YouTube. It was fire. But then Google bought it, and Google said we got to clean it up.
But that's what I'm saying. It's mind blowing that now because we have different views about a novel virus. By the way, something we'll take it. Take our word for it. Something new that we're figuring out. Take our word for it. You can't have any type of opinion about it. You can't scrunch your eyebrows up. You can't have any questions or it's controversial. That's what I don't like. That's what's scary about this.
It's scary because they know people are stupid.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it flat out. Most humans are stupid, and they were not going to go do their own research. Okay. That's why people like you and I who do research, we're the conspiracy theorists.
Right.
When this whole thing started, I said I need to see everything.
Right.
If I don't see everything, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they didn't show everything till when they wanted to. But I did my own research, and I said, okay, I'm not doing this. And my family's not doing this. Not happy. Because I'm not putting myself in danger so I can belong. That's not happening. I'm an outcast by nature anyway, so I could care less.
Let me ask you this, Kid Gravity. Do you truly believe you getting the vaccine would harm you?
If I got it?
Yeah.
I'm not. Yes, it would be a problem. I'm not.
Oh, but you think it would harm you? You think?
Yes, I have a low immune system. I have no. Spleen.
Oh, okay.
I'm not taking any chances.
Gotcha.
Between that, the myocarditis.
Yes, that's
and now, hey, YouTube, you can't tell me that I lied on this because there's videos on your platform that have exposed this.
Right.
There is AIDS in that vaccine.
No.
Yes.
What?
Would you like me to prove it to you?
By all
I will
means.
prove it to you off air. I will send it to you
Okay.
because I'm not gonna show it here.
I have not heard
But
that before.
there is a BBC
I have been
video
so removed from the vaccine.
where one of the guys, there's a BBC video with one of the guys who was on the team for the vaccine, and he said, "quote He used the AIDS protein to connect the protein from the vaccine,
Oh hell.
allegedly,
Okay,
allegedly,
got you.
allegedly."
Got you.
He said this, and you got to remember too, in Australia,
Yeah.
they stopped giving out the vaccine because they were getting false positives for HIV.
Oh
Yes,
no.
yes, yes, ma'am.
I don't. I think I probably haven't heard this. I've been so removed from it because I've tilted my.
And
I've been so
I'm
involved.
gonna show
in,
you
like,
this.
Okay. Okay.
No, keep going. No, I'm gonna
Oh
show
no, I
you
mean, I've
this.
been so involved now in the what's going on, like what we're being distracted from, that like just the whole like you guys are more focused on Joe Rogan than this possible war about to pop off. Things like that. That like this vaccine situation is just like at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like there's so many other things that are going on. Like what's going on? Like the fact that we have this dying president, or
Watch your mouth.
oh, sorry, the fact that we have
Watch
this.
your mouth. Don't do that.
I mean,
don't do that. Don't do that to
He's
Jim.
deteriorating in
Jim
front of
Crow
our
Joe.
eyes.
I know, but you can't do that. That might sound like you do. You trying to
hell
be
no, I'm not saying-
nefarious.
Oh, I see
But
what you're saying.
folk, before we get into the beast, Joe Biden, I just want to show Bailey this.
Okay.
Look what they found in the Netherlands.
They're fine in the Netherlands.
Do you see it?
No, I don't see it.
I shared the screen. What the hell? Did I screw this up again? Oh, I forgot. This is not like StreamYards. I
Oh,
forgot.
okay, got you. Oh no.
Yeah. This is yeah. 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 Yeah, but like I said, I will show you stuff after we get off. It'll blow your mind. But let's continue. Let's talk about the beast, Joe Biden.
Your boy.
It's Black History Month, folks, and
Did you see that guy getting slapped?
Joe
in
Biden
Applebee's?
do not like. What's that you said?
Did you see that guy getting slapped in Applebee's?
Oh, I watched that 4 times. I loved it. I loved it.
That
every
was
second of it.
crazy.
That's the
Or
answer.
Slapplebees, I should say.
Slappabees. Hey, baby, hold on. So this white man, up there in South Carolina called this black man an N-word, and he slapped him with the fury of the gods. So much so that white man fell on his butt
He slapped him 17 times.
17 times. Baby, he slapped like an African.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, what is that the truth about the whole HIV? There has been HIV spike lately. What?
Yes, well, that's what I just showed you with the Netherlands thing.
But why? Also, I thought those were the
Because
false
of the Belle Biv DeVoe.
But are those real positive though? What? Oh, interesting.
I gotta take this off of YouTube. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
I gotta take this off of YouTube. This might go on Rumble. I'm gonna put this on Rumble. But yes,
Gotcha.
folk, I'm not playing. Between Australia, the Netherlands, and now what's coming on over here, especially with people catching Bell's palsy and type 2 diabetes. Yeah. As soon as I heard that, the black woman who caught Bell palsy, I said, no, sir.
That's scary.
That
Oh,
was
I
it.
read about that.
Oh, I got the story right? Bailey, you know me. I keep this. You know
Did you call
this.
Joe Biden a wildebeest?
The beast Joe Biden.
Oh, the beast. They said wildebeest.
Oh yeah, the beast. Oh, we're gonna talk about Joe Biden, man. That scumbag. He's gonna doom us.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm just gonna show you this real quick because I told you I keep the files.
Yeah.
I keep the files. Now, Now they said this person. I don't know if this is the black woman, but they said it developed after they took it.
No, we're gonna have to link. I'm gonna have to network with FTL USA here.
Hey, I might have to. This a.
Yeah.
I want to do these streams. You know what? I might have to do it on Rumble. I might have to, but I don't know if I want to pay the $10
Oh, it's $10 to stream.
to stream. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I'll think about it.
About Tatum and Lucas.
Oh no! See, Tatum pissed me off, but we
Lucas
gonna
has
get to
changed,
we gonna
though.
get to Tatum.
Okay.
Let me get Joe Biden out the
Yeah.
way first. So it's Black History Month, ladies and gentlemen, and the beast Joe Biden.
Joe Biden been hiding.
He done got the bootlicks, he done got the boule, he done got the coons, he done got the white folk, he done got the damn Asians. Everybody's coming after us, folk. So we're 18 days in. We done got a black head coach who looked like a white boy from California. We done got a black chick who she I swear to God, she looked like, who is the chick name? I don't even know what her name is, but they say she black. Rachel Dolezal's pissed off. She pissed off because she was trying to pass for black, and they told her no.
Right.
Krug, she was there for 15 years acting like a black woman, found out she was a Jewish chick.
You're lying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I
Lord.
think I showed you that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else happened this month? Oh, yeah. India Arie showed her true coon colors.
She been to that.
No. Everybody kept telling me she was conscious. I was like, she
She used to be
lost me.
conscious. Remember,
Yeah,
she
but
got
she
canceled because of
lost-
that album cover thing.
Yeah, that's when she lost me. Because
Yeah.
then she lied.
Yeah. Oh, he's
you
in
wait.
California.
Oh, you in
Yeah.
California? You better run. Go to
Yeah.
Arizona. But anyway.
Actually, well, until I was 12, I moved to Seattle. Well, I'm outside Seattle when I was 12, but I lived in Lancaster, California before I moved here. Grew up,
Well,
I was
Lancaster,
raised
ain't that outside?
outside LA. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like,
So you were safe.
yeah.
So you were
Yeah,
safe.
but I mean, but I'm saying, like, I don't remember, like, I never claim it because I can't claim it, but I'm saying I don't remember it. So I consider myself Washingtonian. I've been here since I've been 12. I'm 35 now, but yeah, I was raised in Cali
Yeah.
before here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I was raised. Yeah, I just
Your
said
parents
West
had
Coast.
enough sense.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, you know, Cali.
But
That
yeah.
was back in the day. That was different. You know, I was there when, well, Tupac was like, then 96, but I was there back then when all that was going on. That's why, for me, I enjoyed the Super Bowl halftime show because, like, that was like my childhood right there. But
I didn't watch it, so I could care less.
I didn't get the whole Eminem thing. I don't get either
He,
side. I don't
he
get why
was
they're
trying, he
mad.
was trying
I
to
don't get why
placate. He was trying to placate.
yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah. Oh, they're trying.
anyway.
If Cali ever goes red, grab him.
it'll never happen.
Well,
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with Cali. The problem with California is everybody's running away from it, so there's nobody to fight.
Oh yeah.
And you have LA, who's that whole area is 18 million people in a state
Yeah.
that's about 55 million or
Right.
30 million, some shit like that. You're not gonna win that. You'd have to turn LA red.
But
You'd even have a
it might-
shot
you
at
never
changing that
know.
state.
Because
I
right
don't
now
see
there's
it.
a lot of loyal Democrats, and I know they're pissed.
I don't see it. I don't see
They're
it. Maybe if Trump don't run,
Florida was almost blue this last election.
no, it was never going to turn blue.
It almost
They
did,
they
though.
lost Miami. It was never going to turn blue. And you saw how
It was
quick during
close.
that election they gave him Florida. You saw
Who?
because they knew it was a lost cause.
I'm just
All right,
saying.
you remember during the
Florida-
election-
Florida's
you
never
remember
been that close.
No, it would. Yeah, but see, they never predicted that the Hispanics would go for Trump. They didn't.
Right,
They never predicted that. They thought that
Right.
there were going to be enough Hispanic people to go vote for
Right.
Biden.
I know, but that's all I'm saying. I'm saying the fact that Florida even got that close to turning blue was crazy to me.
It was going to
That
get
was
close
crazy.
because you had a lot of Northerners that went down there during the pandemic.
Touche.
Right.
Touche.
You had a lot of
But-
New
but I'm saying
Yorkers,
that's
a
my
lot of
point.
people.
I think
Yeah.
that can happen. I mean, that could possibly happen. In
Yeah,
Cali.
but if the pandemic never happened, Biden would have got destroyed.
what came first, chicken or egg?
But, we'll find out in a couple of years that Trump actually won. But, anyway. So back to the beast, Joe Biden.
Sacramento.
So he
Actually,
hates
I
us.
actually lived in Sacramento a year before I moved here. Actually, I came from Lancaster, Sacramento, around North Highlands, and moved here.
The hell with all that state. Anyway, I hope it falls in the ocean. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Now I know some people. I hope they escape first, then this shit fall in the ocean.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. The beast Joe Biden. So
Yes.
Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen, he don't like black people. We know this. But now he's
You
gonna
don't
get
think
the
he likes
Stooges
black
to do it.
people?
What's that?
You don't think he likes black people? Joe Biden?
He like corn pop. I think that's the only black person he ever liked.
Who's Corn Pop?
The the gang member he had in Wilmington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, corn pop. Yeah, I
Corn
think that's the
Pop.
only dude he ever liked. But anyway, the beast. He done gave reparations to them Asians, Kamala people, Afghanis.
Yeah.
Now he's giving out reparations to old LGBT.
You skipped one. Illegal aliens.
Well, that's why I said that them Afghanis.
Oh,
Because remember, he ain't giving out no reparations to them Haitians. Remember, Haitians got their ass whooped. That's
the
what
Mexicans.
happened. Mexican, nah.
I could have sworn. Remember, it was like $450,000.
No,
to
that
the-
was for Afghanis.
Oh.
That was the Afghanis.
Oh yeah, he was definitely racist back in the day.
No, he was gonna give the Afghanis $450,000.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's still busting them in to the DMV area in New York and Detroit
You know, that's the only reason
And-
he's doing that for their vote.
and Tennessee. Yeah, well, we already know what's gonna happen with that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And gerrymandering.
yeah, the old LGBT. What was the other one?
The LMNOP.
There was another. Huh?
LMNOP.
Yeah. No, but there was somebody else he gave it out to.
It
Oh
was
yeah.
it was it was immigrants. It was the LGBT. It was some, and
There was
Kamala
somebody
people.
else. The who?
you said the Kamala people.
Yeah, I said Kamala's people.
Oh, okay.
But that was a campaign promise. But there was somebody else. I'm not going to dwell on it too much. But yes. Oh, sir, ma'am, I have the files. I've gone over this in great detail. I have the 1985 video. There's nothing wrong. Dude, move to Tennessee. Listen, I'm from New York. I moved to
National
Georgia. It's
Park.
not that hard.
He's a New Yorker. He moved to
And,
Georgia.
besides, Tennessee there's no state income tax. Go over there, save your money.
That's right. There's no state income tax here either.
Exactly, but y'all blue as fuck. Anyway,
Yeah, we are. Half of us, though. Half
But-
of us. You know, Eastern Washington's trying to succeed from us, right?
mm-hmm.
They want to split up the
yes,
state.
Jefferson. I
Yeah.
actually want to see y'all pull that off, but I know y'all ain't gonna do that.
The only reason why I wanted to pull off was selfish. I hate being confused for Washington D.C., so I would like my own state name.
Nice.
Yeah, I hate you're from Washington D.C. I hate that. I would love to just have a different freaking name.
Nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, but yes, Joe Biden. It's just funny. In 18 days of Black History Month, I ain't never seen this before. Between what he's been doing and now, when you go on Twitter and you see Black Americans fighting with Africans and Caribbeans, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm just watching it. I didn't participate in none of that. I did a
Aren't
video.
you Caribbean?
Yes,
Oh, well, yeah.
but I was born here.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Hence the shirt.
I was wondering.
American
Oh, I
grown,
see it now.
Jamaican
Okay,
rooted.
got you.
But yes,
Gotcha.
but I side with the FBAs because that's who I know. And I've explained this. Jamaicans are some of the worst people when it comes to that tribalism
Yeah.
because
I
they
knew you
sit
were
there and
saying
talk
that.
about everybody.
Yeah.
But then when you cut on them, then they want to get all upset.
Yeah.
And I had to cuss out a few of them. And then they start calling me Jafakin and all. I'm like, fine, whatever.
Oh, well, because you have a fine line. That's why. Because you're conservative, I would say, but you're also kind of woke.
I'm more in the middle.
You're like Amazing Lucas.
Yes. Yes. That's why I think I am. Yeah, I'm probably there.
Yeah, you're like me. Whereas me, I still kind of see things. I'm gonna watch my words. I see things still same. I don't see all the
Stay in the
glory.
middle, it'll save your life.
I know. Yeah, I don't want to say it. Yeah, go ahead.
In the middle,
I see
it'll save
things
your
little.
life.
You know how I see things.
I know how you see things.
I'm not the wokest
You're an optimist.
realist. I think
That
you're an
too.
optimist.
Nah, I know what's gonna happen. That's why that's why when you see my posts, I say what I say, and I let
don't
it sit
think-
there.
You don't think that what is being pursued is attainable. That's pessimistic. Whereas I believe it's already been attained. I believe we already fit in. You don't believe that we're one. You still believe it's separate. You still believe that. You still don't believe Black people have reached where you would like.
We're
Where
not
a lot of
there.
people like to go. I believe we're already there. I believe we've
We're
been
not
there.
there. We're not there.
I know. That's.
We're
I
not
know.
there.
I mean, that's the difference between you and I. I
The
believe
only
that
way we're gonna get there, I'm sorry to say, we got to separate. That's the only way we're gonna get there.
separate from each other.
We gotta
Yeah.
have to restart the Black race. We got
I
to.
believe that's what already has happened, though. It's already happened.
Not really,
You just
because
been in Clubhouse to figure that out.
no. Here's the problem. For that to happen, we have to destroy the current Black media right now because they still have too much influence.
Yeah, like Jordan Peele. What's these weird movies he has coming out? Have you seen that? Those previews?
There's an agenda behind that, but I plan to do a video next week about
Oh,
that.
good. Okay, good.
I
I'm
like
saying-
Jordan Peele, but
Yeah.
I see where he's going with his movies. I see what he's doing, and it's not going to end well because there's a way to make people militant, but there's a correct way to do it. And his messages in his movies are not conveying the correct message.
Right.
But I'm going to
And-
explain that next week.
And also, if you're going to talk about it, you need to talk about who he lives with. Anyway, go ahead.
What is that?
Who he live with at night. Anyway, go ahead. Anyway, so go ahead with your story.
I don't know what you just said.
Who he live with at night.
Queen liver with a knife.
Who does he live with at night?
Oh, that I don't care about that.
But go
I'm
ahead.
about over that. I don't. At that point, I just don't.
That's
care.
everybody,
It-
though. I should
but
do a
that's
video
what
on
they're
that.
pushing. They're pushing that. I
should do a video on that. I don't
You
get wrong.
do
You
that.
know me, because you know what? You know me. I don't care. I love.
I know
love,
you
I'm
don't
just saying,
care.
you know
It's
that
not
It's
fun to me.
always those.
It's not
Just like
fun.
the guy who did 12 Years a Slave. Same difference. This is the guy that
Yeah.
did the one American Skin. Same difference. Every guy that does these movies about slavery or indentured servitude never have. You know what? Why? That's another story.
Yeah, I know, but that's if I'm gonna go there,
You know that's real.
then I'm.
See, I like FTL USA. I'm to link with them.
Yeah, I mean, I could do those videos, but then I'd have to go in on divestors, and I'd have too much fun with that. I'm good.
Right. But do you
I'm gonna leave
believe
them
the
divestors.
same? Do you believe two different messages? Do you believe that message came out the same mouth that doesn't, See, this is
No,
where we-
because those kind of videos would be us being uplifted. It's always like we got to fight underneath white people.
Well, and that's why I don't like how. Man, this is going to another way. This is why I don't like the cherishing of slavery. I don't like that. I don't
no,
like
I'm over
how.
that.
Yeah, but I'm like, but I did. Told you I watched a video about what Tatum said about how slavery was a link of eye or something like that.
Oh,
I
my
just don't get
gosh.
why people get upset when someone doesn't want to cherish or think about something traumatic. Let it go.
No, it's not that. It's like why.
I see where I watch your video. I see where you're coming from, but I'm saying I also see where Tatum's coming from. He says it wrong, yes, but I'm like I think he's coming from the point of why are we still harboring this-
Because he
this
thinks he's
painful-
white.
He does not
He
think
thinks
he's
he-
white. I'm down with FTL USA.
He thinks he's white.
All American. That's all Brandon Tatum is saying.
That's fine, but he thinks he's a white American.
He just, I don't know.
He
I've watched Tatum a long
coons too
time.
much.
You say what?
He coons way
I
too
can't believe you're
much.
saying that.
I'm saying it. Look,
Just
I
because he
respect the
doesn't
fact
wanna
that he
think-
put
just 'cause
out.
he-
I respect the fact that he put out the jail transcripts in that Breonna Taylor. I gave him his respect on that.
He co-founded Blexit.
What that mean? What that
He
mean?
just wants to see the betterment. He wants to see
How
us-
many black people are really part of Black Sea?
I'm just saying. I agree with Tatum in that. Forget the black white stuff. We're American, and I think if we all live out that way, I think
That's
things will change for the
fine.
better.
But he fails to understand that he's a black man.
But just because he doesn't want to sit and always talk about slavery,
It's not
Why-
always. It's not.
what's
It's
up
not
with
just
this
about the
possession?
slavery.
Let me ask you though, kid. What's up with
Mm-hmm.
this? Why do you cherish or want to have ownership of this traumatic? Let it like why?
Because
Why does someone
go
think
ahead.
it's bad to like want to forget about it and move on? Like it's something
You can't forget.
That's
Black
a
people
rape
cannot
victim.
forget about that
Why though? That's like telling
because
if a rape-
black
if a
people
rape
need
victim
their
goes to-
reparations.
I get that part, but if a black person, or sorry, if a rape victim went to therapy, the therapist wouldn't tell them, remember it. They would tell them ways to get past the trauma. Whereas I feel like a lot of times people want to hold on to it as if it's like this baby, coddle and cherish.
No,
and
but a lot of therapists will also tell you they want you to confront your demons
but how long do you have? I think his point is how long do you have
until
to
you
confront
get
it?
over
How
it.
many movies?
And
but how can you get
no,
over
but
something you
no,
didn't
but there's
experience?
no that's a Hollywood thing.
No,
Hollywood-
I get that. But you that's the only
Mm-hmm.
trauma we don't see. We don't see every year movies about the genocide of Indians. We don't see every year a movie about the Holocaust. But every year you see something about
You know
slavery,
why?
indentured
Because we
servitude.
haven't put our foot down on that.
But
Hell,
my
Kiki
issue is-
Palmer's about to come out with a slave movie just now.
Exactly. Why? And it's like to me that's
Because
more of
Hollywood
a reminder,
glorifies
like this is where
slavery.
you want. But you don't think that that's an agenda that make you continue to feel like you're a slave to keep your mind enslaved?
Not if you don't watch it.
I could not watch.
Listen, most
Uh,
black people
I
will
have
tell
not
you the
watched a
last
slavery
slave movie they saw.
since before Amistad. I haven't watched a
No,
slave
but
movie
yeah,
since-
that's fine. But most black people will tell you nowadays the last slave movie they
because
saw was
black
12
people
Years a
want to
Slave.
continue to be in that victim mind. Move on. But and I'm only saying that because no, I get it. Okay, if this happened 50 years ago, where like if my
Mm-hmm.
mother experienced slavery, I wouldn't be talking like this. But we've not experienced
Mm-hmm.
slavery. No one alive today has experienced slavery. I'm sorry, as in indentured servitude, as in working beyond your will without getting paid. No, segregation, okay, but that's not slavery. I hate how people conflate segregation with slavery. They're not the same.
No, I've never heard that, but I'll take your
Yeah, they
word for
say-
it. But I think it's because
Yeah.
that's part of our identity
See,
as
I
being
hate-
slaves.
Oh, you're about to give me. No,
I
it's
know,
not.
I know it sucks.
It's
this is
not.
why-
We have an identity way before slavery, though.
I understand that, but nobody wants to talk about that
Why? That's the question.
because slavery is sexy.
Ooh.
I told you this. I've said
And I
this
get it, 'cause it's the
before.
same thing with
Being a
9/11.
victim is sexier than being the hero.
Like this, we can never forget about it when we live long. That's true. That's another reason why. Like, I've asked myself, why do we want to remember 9/11? I'm not saying we
Because-
should forget, but why is that like the never forget? It's things like
It never
why are we
forgets
holding on to
because
trauma
it
so
showed
much?
it showed us that we were weak, but it also showed that we can come together.
That's the part.
That's
I'm just
what,
saying.
right.
Oh, go ahead.
But that's how
Yeah.
slavery is with us. It showed
But
us that we were in a weakened
experienced
state.
9/11. You person, you from New York, you experienced 9/11. We
I
didn't
know.
experience slavery. That's all I'm saying.
We didn't, but here's the thing. If the government would just give out the reparations and be done with it, you wouldn't see the slavery talk no more.
Are you sure?
I'm dead serious.
I hope it happens so you and I can have this conversation again. I hope
We
it
can
happens.
have that conversation. We would. I'm telling you, people would never
So
bring
that
it back up again.
Okay, say if I accept that, why would that make, from your view, why would that do that for you? Because you feel like
It
that,
does
at
nothing
this
for
point, it's
me
been
because
recognized,
I
or-
have to go. No, it does nothing for me because I have to go to Queen England, knock her crown off for my money. That
Oh, I
does
got
nothing
you.
for me.
Oh, but I'm saying
I'm
would you
talking
feel like
specifically about black people that were born that have lineage here.
because that would
You
signify
give-
what, that it's recognized or like what
No, it
reason would that-
signifies that America finally has
Accepts-
recognized they
Okay.
effed up
Okay,
and they're making amends. Nobody would talk about slavery ever again
I would hope
because
like-
now in that history book you're like this date Black Americans finally got their reparations for the atrocities that happened. Notice when the Jews talks about their hell, they got paid off.
When?
They got
When
paid
did the
off in
Holocaust
40s.
happen?
In the 40s.
Right.
They got paid
all
off.
probably have one relative that was born in the 40s. You don't have a relative that was a slave.
Yeah, well, I don't know that. My relative might be in Jamaica. I don't know that.
Yeah. And
That's
that's
why I
my
said I have
point.
to go to them. I have to go to England, France, Spain. I got to go to all of them.
Right.
But I'm saying for Black Americans here that have a lineage here,
Right.
they
Well, I'm
understand.
saying because people compare it to like Pearl Harbor or the Holocaust, but those
Can't
have
compare
happened
it to
so.
those. Those
No,
are
but I
different.
have heard, but you've heard people compare it to their reparations though. Their
Yes,
reparations
because they got
received.
because those servicemen that died got paid. Their families got paid
Right, but
because
what
they
does
were
that
in
have? These
service
don't
of the
have, though.
government. They were in service of the government. That's
But-
how the government is going to say we can't give you reparations because you were not
But
in
you haven't
service of
heard
us.
their lineage get it though. You've heard of the people who experienced got it though. So that's all I'm saying. You haven't heard of their children getting it. You've heard of the people who've experienced that got it. That's my only thing about this. Like we didn't experience it. Whereas something like the Holocaust or Pearl Harbor or whatever,
But then, by that logic, then the descendants of those Holocaust survivors didn't go through it either, but they're still
Oh,
reaping
so-
the benefits.
because it was already given to the survivors though. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. You see
Yeah,
what
so I'm saying no.
you made my point for
No,
me.
I'm saying it should have been given. It should have been given way back when. But for us to get them now,
But they
I'm like,
did. No, but they did. No, they got their way back when money.
Who?
And the Jews, they
No,
got their
I know.
money.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about if slaves should have got it back then. That's what I'm saying. But for us, you and I don't think you and I.
that. But no, but I'm saying the problem is they could. For them to do that, they would have to acknowledge they did something wrong.
I agree with
the
you.
government
I
is
agree.
trying. The government is trying to make sure they don't acknowledge they did something wrong.
And with that, I agree with you on that. I agree
Right.
with the reason. I'm just saying. I'm just saying when it should have been done. That's all I'm saying. I just would.
Yeah,
feel
they
right.
should have paid
See,
people. They
I
should
would
have
feel
paid
right
people off in
as a descendant.
1865.
Well, because I wouldn't go right now because I don't even know if I'm a descendant of slavery. I don't even know. You don't even know. Like you're probably not. You're from Jamaica.
I might not be.
That's my point. So to now give away reparations because you're black. That's to me is like we didn't
but
experience
that's the problem. That's the other issue.
it. Yeah.
But that's the other issue.
Yeah.
What they're doing right now, they're trying to limit that conversation for the next generation.
Well, the next generation got it already. They got it.
They don't
The
got
next
nothing
generation's
because they're not
awesome.
gonna have they're not gonna have history to fall back on.
Let me tell you something. When I first learned about slavery as a child, I remember I was sitting around. I was in California, and I was sitting around the class. I was like, "Whoa!" I started looking at people different. Before I learned about slavery in school, I never had any thoughts. I was like, I didn't see any difference between us, or between people, my other classmates. So I learned about
Right.
slavery in class at school. I was like, "Whoa!" My eyes, and that's what I didn't like. So sometimes I wonder, does it benefit us to know the painful history, or can we just move on?
Yes, yes. You can't tell somebody only the good parts of your history. That'd be dumb.
But they
Imagine if
but-
they just
but
told
we
us
only learned the
about.
only bad
Imagine if
parts,
they just
though.
told us about the civil rights movement and didn't tell us
That's all
the
we
bad
learned in
parts
school,
of it.
kid. That's all we learned in school.
No, you learned
Well-
about the good stuff. They just didn't want to teach you the good stuff. They only wanted to show you the
I
bad
think-
stuff about it.
My sentiments exactly. I only learned about the bad stuff in school.
Right.
Yes.
Because they want to
That's the
keep you a
problem.
perpetual
That's why
victim,
I'm
but
against
that's why I'm
critical race theory.
saying, right? But it's critical race
On
theory
Instagram?
is not the problem. It's not the problem. Yes, I am on Instagram. I am at. I will put it in the search bar.
Yeah, put on. Like, and
And-
that's what I'm saying. I start to wonder. Like, I used to have a mindset. Like, I believe that's why I don't like critical race theory because I think that's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't think it's for like equality and all that. I think it's to make. I don't think any kid should be told because of your skin color you're going to be a victim. Oh, because of your skin color, you
No,
should feel
no.
guilty.
But but you're right. That's what critical race theory is doing. But
I don't like
the problem
critical race
is critical pedagogy, because
Yeah.
that's the inside that's telling you that you are set up as a victim.
That's why. But that's kind of how I feel about teaching about slavery in school too. I think that's when that divide happens. I just wish, like,
No, but
I'm
that's
convinced, 'cause I'm
no,
like,
but see, the teachers aren't teaching it right. They're making it seem like that all we are just the victims,
right.
and white people are bad because they want to keep us divided. What you should be doing is saying, okay, yes, white people did this, but hey, here were black people that also
Or why
went
can't we
along
just
with
teach?
it, but there were white people that were against it, just like there were black people against it. They rarely tell you about the white abolitionists. They
I just
rarely
don't think
talk
that
about
should
them.
be in school. Period. Honestly,
You got
I don't think that should be taught.
Then what's the point of American history?
I mean, well, I get that because then how do you talk about some part of the Civil War? I get that, but I'm saying
you can't talk about
agree.
anything else.
I agree.
Without that.
But as it stands, though, you have to admit it's setting as it stands. The history you and I have both learned, as you're 80s baby, I'm an 80s baby.
Mm-hmm.
It puts us in. You guys are victims. You guys are victors, and you guys are responsible for making this group of people feel a certain type of way. And that's just how it's set up.
That's also on our community to make sure that we're also teaching
Yes.
our history.
Right. That's
Because
what
a
I'm
lot of
saying.
times,
But
like a lot of times, our parents, no shot at them, but they let the
Right.
schools dictate
Right.
how they taught.
right.
You had the few people who were woke, consciously woke, and they made sure to teach their kids correct history and teach everything. That's why I say you got to teach everything. Then, if you still want to think like a victim, shout out to you. But I'd rather you think like a victim with everything in hand.
For Tech Live.
But this is why
nice
this
little
is
following on Instagram.
huh?
He has a nice little following on Instagram.
I'm sure he does. Listen,
I just
told
can
you,
never drive.
the
I can never
conspiracy
drive a
theorists,
Ford.
the conspiracy theorists and the controversial people, they have the biggest platforms.
I just don't. I love America, but I just can't drive an American car.
Oh no, American cars are trash. I'm sorry, Ford, but nah. Yeah, for American cars, they guzzle way too much gas for my liking.
Yeah.
But it's
I
all.
like the
Hey,
smooth
you know what? I hope the Ford jobs come back, but
Yeah.
this is my overall point. We need to make sure that we don't forget slavery, because
I agree.
I'm watching them now try to say slavery wasn't that bad.
All right. So
And as you trickle it down, then when the reparations talk come, they're like, you get people like Bernie Sanders saying, reparations for what?
this is the thing. I agree with you. What you said. I don't think that we should just not. That's really what you just said. I agree with. Right. I'm not saying forget slavery. I'm just saying we don't need to be constantly reminded. That's my only thing. And I agree with you. Of course, I believe we should know
Right,
about our
but it wouldn't be
history.
a constant reminder if they just paid it off.
No, but
The conversation would end the next day.
it's yet to be seen. I
They
can't
don't
talk
want to do it because it would admit guilt.
Right. And even though I'm saying, I'm fine, like one slavery movie is fine for me. I don't need to see 27 to 30 to 40 slavery movies or interest movies my entire lifetime. But I will say, what you're saying about Bernie Sanders, you said something that before that. Oh, we have to admit, if it weren't for all the open invitations to the barbecue or the cookout and all the quick to forgiveness, I believe we would have been had the reparations. It's all
Wait,
this
say
quick
that
to
again?
forgiveness. It's all this. That's why, oh boy, your boy felt comfortable to say, if you don't vote Democrat or you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Because we've given this idea or this.
Yeah, because y'all let Obama in and you didn't check that man.
Maybe. I believe
Obama was the battering ram for all the problems we have right now. I
didn't want to say
I
it.
am not
I didn't
ashamed
wanna
to
say
say that.
I'm glad you did. Because that to me is when it's all started.
I said
that's
it.
when it all
You
started.
listened to the podcast. How many times have I
Yeah.
said that?
It's true.
It's his fault why we're in the condition
I
we're
agree.
in.
I agree. And if I had been more into politics then I would have. See, I wasn't into. Because you got to think, 2004 was my first election I voted in. That's when I was
Me too.
18. And, for real, Bernie would have been cool. But 04 was the first election I voted in. Ever since then, I voted in every election that every election since then. And Um, I will definitely say I wish I would have been as in tune as the politics as I am now. If I was, Obama wouldn't have got my vote the second time. Maybe the first time. Not that
I
second.
almost didn't vote for him the second time. I just didn't like Romney.
Yeah, Romney had a big ass. He thought he
Romney
had it
was
too. But
well, you know what
so I
it
was in the
was?
military. I was in the Air Force.
He was appealing to that white vote that Obama started losing.
I was in the Air Force. I'll never forget. I was in Korea. So we're watching it on AFN. That was the network, Air Force Network, the TV that we got. And we're watching it. I'll never forget. This staff sergeant was my supervisor at the time. She was like my mom over there. Like my mom away from home. You know, you're so far, and it's on a peninsula, so like you become family quick in that area over there. She was like my Osam was the base. She was like my Osam mom. So we she was Puerto Rican, and we met here to here, eye to eye on so many things, and she was Republican, and I didn't understand it, and she was so mad when Obama got reelected. Or got elected. Oh wait.
Did she make y'all do extra? Did she make y'all do the 60 pack runs?
But I was rubbing it in. I was rubbing. Yes, sir. You're welcome. All right. Thank you for your appreciation, I should say. But I would say, so I didn't understand the time. I was like, how could she? I was like, how could she? What this dude? What? I didn't get it. This was 08. But then she was like around my age now, and now I get it. Now I get it. It's like, man, like all you said all the time was okay. The first.
Yeah, but again, a lot of us did not want to see what people were saying. We just figured they were hating. But now, again, you sat down, you did your own research, and you're like, damn, they were right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that man did a 14-year battering ram on our voting block. And we're number 4 right now.
That's why I don't like about the leaders. We had Obama, senator in Chicago, Illinois. We have Lightfoot, who I know you can't stand, in Chicago.
You mean Uncle Thunderbird?
But look at the crime.
Look,
here.
I'm not gonna because she in your family. I'm not gonna disparage her.
Let me tell you,
I'm gonna leave her alone.
Black people want to vote when they elect these black leaders, and then I'm not going to call it black about crime. I'm going to call it crime. All the crime in Chicago, and now we have a black leader, and it's just getting worse.
I've already told y'all, all Chicago got to do to stop it is elect a Republican. I swear to God, you would clean it up in 4 years. Put Giuliani in Chicago. Chicago would look like
Giuliani.
Miami
Was
Beach.
sweating.
Yeah.
He was sweating.
I'm telling you, all you gotta do is get a Republican in Chicago. It will look like Miami. It will look like Miami during the finals in 4 years.
They need to get that crime in Euro City in New York. They need to get that. You see that they finally passed something.
New York.
Listen,
I told y'all this. New York was gonna. I told y'all New York was dead. I told y'all.
You told me. Yeah, you told me.
I told everybody. New York was
sad.
dead. New York died 9/11/2001. That's the day it died.
It's sad.
It was never the same after that. And it's not just because the buildings fell down. It's because they elected Doomberg, and all he did was do exactly what Giuliani did times 10. He stepped up police and catered to gentrifiers. That's all he did. And Wall Street.
I'm pro police.
The hell with the police.
See, this is why I don't get you.
What you don't get?
How would you say that? But then again, you deal with NYPD, and I know they're a little shiesty.
No,
so
it's
I
not
get
even
like
that. It's not. You saw what they did with homeboy in Jersey the other day.
The cops. Oh, the mall fight.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
They just arrested. They tried to arrest some 6-year-old black girl for riding something on the sidewalk.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying there have been many great interactions I've had with police officers. Many.
I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the excessiveness. That's it is.
Yeah.
I knew as soon as Biden came in that it was just gonna ramp up. I knew this, and here we are. Ma'Khia Bryant dies.
Yeah.
And instead of people understanding that I said that cop and the stepdad were wrong.
Yeah.
Because the stepdad let that get into the street, which made the cop be the arbiter now
Mm-hmm.
of how that situation going to end, I'm somehow wrong for saying that.
I know
I'm
there's
an
bad cops.
asshole.
There's bad cops out there. But we can't let bad.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
because there's a lot of military friends I
Them
have
cops
that
are
turn
always
to
the ones
cops.
getting caught. Them cops
But I
are
mean-
always the one getting caught.
But a lot of cops are ex-military, and I have a lot of military
Well,
friends.
we that's a whole story we're not gonna get into. We're not gonna touch that one.
Yeah. But I'm just saying,
Right.
like, but well, okay, fine. I guess maybe I feel personal because I'm from.
I mean, I
like
have
said,
I know I've been talking with a cop on my Instagram. And he's cool people, but
Yeah.
even he'll tell you there's a lot of bad cops out there that
Yeah.
we gotta.
Because the power,
they gotta go.
power. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
coming from someone like I said, I live outside of Seattle, and I used to go to Portland every other weekend to see two beautiful cities now trashed with heroin needles. It makes me want the cops to come back. You have crime. Even here, they're passing rules now in Seattle. You can't even chase or you can't even pursue a perp because of now these new rules because of BLM and it's going to defund the police stuff. They can't even
This
do
is
their
why
job
I
now because they can't
said-
even chase a perp.
This is why I advocate for neighborhood watches. You can limit
Well,
police
neighborhood watch will give you
interaction.
George Zimmerman.
The hell
Like, the
with
neighborhood watch
Zimmerman?
will give you the McMichaels. That's what neighborhood watch.
The hell
will
with
give
him too? No, but see, if you had neighborhood watch, you don't have that happen.
you. How not?
Zimmerman don't show up in that neighborhood if there's a neighborhood watch.
Zimmerman
Everybody
was
would have been
neighborhood
outside.
watch.
Everybody would have been outside.
Oh, look, I'm gonna tell you something.
He don't
Story.
get to shoot
Call
that
the
young
other
boy.
day. This damn dude on the road, like he was acting crazy. He was behind me. We're turning left while we're in the intersection. Got in front of the intersection, almost cut me off. I almost had to run off the road. So I felt got his license, but called the cops. They were like, we can't even do anything. Let me say that. I said, so what? I said, so this. I was like, this is why people take the law in our own hands because they can't get help. She was like, we feel the same way. She's like, if someone does something, we can't even chase them. She was like, you have to watch who you vote for, your local election law. It is so true. Like,
Yes.
like, they can't even police. That's scary. If someone breaks into your house, you're calling the police. Now they're afraid to come. I saw
No, you
one
shoot them.
video. It was a domestic violence.
No, you should be able to shoot
situation.
them.
No, it was
should be able
domestic.
to
The
shoot
cop was
them.
afraid. It was a domestic violence situation where they would usually, or a mental health situation. Now they want you to send out a counselor. But now it's like,
And the counselor will get their ass kicked.
exactly. But now it's like, a cop goes, I saw a video. Oh, it was on Tatum's a while ago. The cop came, it was a domestic violence thing. The dude who was beating the woman pulled a gun out. The cop was scared to shoot back because of this climate.
Because he knows what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Again, can I
Yeah.
say it again?
Go ahead.
This is why you need neighborhood watches.
What-
We need
what?
to do what the Jews and the Arabs do. You don't see police in their neighborhood. They handle their own problems.
I see what you're saying in that regard.
That's
I-
why if y'all keep complaining about police, I just gave you a solution to
I've
keep
never,
police.
I've never had a bad incident.
No, that's
thing
fine.
with
No,
police.
I'm not saying a bad incident. I'm just saying
Yeah.
if you want to limit police interaction with
Gotcha.
people who do not like police, get neighborhood watch. Let the neighborhood take care of it. If it can't be taken care of by neighborhood, then you get police involved. But y'all out there talking about y'all hate police, and in New York you voted for a cop
Who was terrible, by the way.
who was terrible.
Yeah.
You hate police so much. You marched for George Floyd, who got killed by police. You marched for Breonna Taylor, who got killed by police.
Because he's black.
Dante Wright got killed by a cop who just got 2 years.
Oh, you feel some
But y'all
type of way about
voted
that, huh?
for a
You feel some type of way
Joker.
about that.
Hmm?
Dante Wright.
We will. So, but y'all voted for a Joker who loves police in Biden, who made the crime bill, who empowered the cops.
Wait,
and
can I
voted
get
for
a
an
quick
AG
back and break?
who loves people. Who
I want a 1 minute
loves
back and
people
break.
with badges. Huh?
I'm gonna take a quick 1 minute bathroom break. So I want to talk about that. real quick.
All right, that's fine.
Give me
Go ahead.
45 seconds.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yes. But yes, folks, this is y'all. This is why I can't take y'all serious. Y'all vote for police, even though you tell me you hate police. I never heard that before a day in my life. Y'all vote for lawyers. I hear everything you're saying.
Wow. Why?
Yeah, but anyway, folks, you guys sit up there and swear up and down you love police. And back the blue, y'all got upset when somebody said back the blue, but then you voted for the blue. How is that possible? I can't take y'all serious. I really can't. I can't do it. I cannot take y'all serious. But this was a great conversation. It was. My daughter hates police. Hates the police because she drives a red fast car and always getting pulled over. Feels harassed over exhaust, tinted windows, all kinds of stuff. Oh, is she drifting? Because if she's drifting, that might be a problem. But we all know cops love pulling over red cars and especially pulling over females. We know this. But this is why I keep saying, for us to succeed, it doesn't matter what race you are. You need to have an agenda. We know this. But especially for black people, we need an agenda. Without an agenda, we're not going to get anything. We're not going to get anywhere. We need to have a plan. We need to have executable initiatives, and we have to make sure that we have the correct people that are going to stand with us to do this. And she is back.
Yes.
And if you don't do that, you might as well just give up your voting power, because then at the end of the day, your voice doesn't matter. But that's how you're going to run that.
Just little Milo.
No, with the drifting, folk, the drifting that these kids do now, no, that's not drifting. They're power sliding.
Oh,
that's not drifting.
Oh, power sliding.
That's power sliding. That is
It's
not
funny he
drifting.
says that too, because I had a red Honda Civic back in my day that got me a lot of attention that I didn't want.
Oh yeah. Listen, I had a white Toyota Celica 92, and the cops used to always pull me over.
Wait, you drove to New York?
Mm-hmm.
You from Brooklyn?
Well, that's when I was living in Long Island.
Oh, okay.
More open roads, but I used to be in
Yeah.
Brooklyn all the time with that car.
Wow.
One time I was going to the West Indian Parade, and I was trying to get back before it got busy, and I was on the inner borough. It connects Queens with Brooklyn. I swear to God, I was doing 90, and I had this
Wow.
car from out of town following me, and I'm just weaving in and out of traffic because it's hard for cops to post up on that road. And I kid you not, from the Queens line to the end of that highway, I got there in under 4 minutes. And it usually takes
Wow.
about 10. That's how fast I was going.
You don't follow the rules.
Of course not. Come on now.
Let's
Rules. What are rules? What are rules?
So wait, were you ever a Democrat?
If I
Were you
what?
ever liberal or Democrat? Were you ever?
Yeah. No, I was.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Okay.
no. When I was extreme liberal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Extreme. Oh yeah. I was like, everybody do whatever they want. I had no morals. And it's funny because I grew up in a conservative Republican household, which is hilarious.
Are you serious?
Both my parents were Republicans. They both changed not a Democrat because they didn't like Trump. I was like, you didn't have to do that. You could have just
Can't
not
let one
voted
guy
for him.
stop the show.
But you went to Democrat for what? But I was like, okay. I mean, that's fine. I was the rebel in the house. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I mean, let people do what they want. Who cares? I mean, as long as it doesn't hurt you, go ahead, do your thing. But then, again, when you get older, you start saying, all right, you know what? Let me rethink some things. Especially now when you get a family, you got to rethink.
Oh, it's a dealership.
That's how.
Dealership.
And then from like, I want to say,
How does he not get tickets? Wait, how does he not get tickets driving like that?
driving like what?
I tried to become. One day I wanted to sell cars, and like my record was trash. I got hired, but I couldn't touch the cars, and they couldn't insure me.
Oh nah, hell nah. Nah, they'll go. No, if you got to sell cars, they look over your whole record. Nah, Because remember, you got to go out on test drives.
Yeah. But I'm like, but my thing is they drive. So it's like, why? But you had to pull it around the car. But I mean, like, they drive the car on a test drive.
Yeah,
I
but
don't drive it.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about that world. I'm not even going to speculate on it. But
Yeah.
yes. But yeah. So, yeah, Biden don't like us.
Biden don't like.
I can't. I
he
can't stand
definitely
Tatum.
doesn't.
I can't stand Tatum. I never got him.
No, move. Sticky dog. Sorry.
Yeah, I never got him. It's just funny that now I warned black people. I said, listen, y'all better use them black conservatives. And you didn't use them, and now they didn't turn their back on us again. And now they're trying to resurge now because it's 2022 and they know the midterms are coming. So they know people are going to start asking them to come on their shows again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But now
It's
I'm looking at it and I'm saying, man, y'all about to get
Let me tell you
cussed
something.
out.
Why don't you like Tatum? Let's talk about that real quick. Why don't you like Tatum?
What's that you said?
Why don't you like Tatum?
Because he's a coon.
He's not.
He's a what?
Wait. What's your definition of that? I need to know that.
A coon is somebody who knows what's going on, but instead of trying to build something with black folks, you're more focused on trying to appease other people who, once you say the wrong thing, they're going to turn on you, and then you're going to look at us like we were crazy for not telling you. Like I've seen this happen with people like Tommy Sotomayor. I've seen this happen with people like Kwame Brown and Tatum. I've even seen it happen with Lucas.
Yeah.
All these other races come over to your platform, build your platform up. You get the notoriety. You get the YouTube recommendations because you keep it in the middle. The day you say, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to one side. All of a sudden, all the racism shows up. All the hate shows up. And then that's when you got to make a decision. Now, I respect Lucas for the fact that when he changed up and went back to the middle.
Yeah, he went back to he's like a citrus now.
I respect the fact that he did that.
Why did he ever leave though?
Huh?
Why did he ever move?
Well, remember, he was a Trump supporter.
I know.
But then Trump started doing the funny stuff. And he was like, eh. And then even though he was doing the funny stuff,
because if what
he could
you
have,
are
but
depending
no,
on one individual, then that's a problem.
but here was the thing with it. He saw Trump doing the funny stuff. He didn't mind that too much because he knew as a politician, it is what it is.
Right.
But the fact that the conservatives were more or less co-signing everything he was doing,
Right.
it looked
That's
bad
the one
on
thing I don't
him.
like about conservatives. That's the one
Yeah,
thing.
it looked bad on him because at the beginning he was saying, yeah, you know, he was kind of right on that. But then when you start thinking about it, you're like, nah, you shouldn't have done that. Nah,
Right.
you could have done it this way. But you already built up your audience to the point where they see you as a Trump supporter. They see you as one of them. But now you didn't change your narrative. They start saying you fake.
Who? Lucas?
Yeah, you know how many
Oh,
subscribers he
definitely,
lost?
yeah.
He lost like
Oh,
100,000
definitely.
subscribers.
Yeah, because the evolution was weird and it was quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But wait, FTL, you know Mason Lucas and Tatum? I want to make sure he knows because one thing I like about Tatum is he stays consistent. Mason Lucas is
Yes, he's
blowing my
consistently cooning.
He's not.
Respect to him for that. No,
Why do you? Oh, come
ma'am,
Grab
we're
it.
going to
Why
see when
do-
they turn
why
on
do you
him.
feel like because you're the same color as someone else that you have to think the same way.
No, I didn't say no. It's not that. I don't care. At that point, it's not about color. It's about your square. You know
Okay.
that was wrong. You know some of them police shootings are wrong. The fact you still sitting on film trying to justify it.
He's a cop or was a cop.
What that mean? Okay, and as a cop, you should have the
meaning-
best insight.
Meaning his thought process probably isn't from a color; it's from an occupation.
That's a problem.
Sorry, my
Uh-oh,
son.
she's yelling at the dog.
No,
Leave
my
that dog
son's
alone.
No, my son just stole my pack of Skittles.
That's my kid.
He said, "Finders, keepers, losers, sweepers."
See, he's learning. See, he gonna learn. But
Yeah.
no, but with Tatum, not every cop shooting you can justify. That's crazy.
No, agreed.
Like,
Agreed.
even I would have respected him if he'd have pulled his sister Candace Owens' coattails when she did that live justifying Chauvin killing George Floyd.
That was crazy.
I would have respected him on that. I would have still said he was a coon, but I would have respected him on that. He let her ride on that and
You know what's
doubled
so
down on
funny?
what she said.
For me, it wasn't even the George Floyd that got me a little. You know, the first time I looked at him sideways when he doubled down on that. When he doubled down on that Ahmaud Arbery situation.
On what?
The Ahmaud Arbery situation. That's the only
That's
time
what
I
I mean.
lost. That's what I lost.
That's what I mean. Now, granted, if you want to say the brother shouldn't have been there, fine.
No,
But
I
we
would,
watched that man get murdered on film. You cannot
Right.
justify that.
right.
Why? Because they were
That-
ex-cops? That's how you're going to justify it? Come on, dog.
And after the verdict, he doubled down. Any other
Yeah, I
time
know. I saw
watched-
that
watched
video
Tatum for
I saw
years.
and it pissed me off. He was like,
Yeah.
they shouldn't have did any jail time. I was like, Nick,
Is he
did
crazy?
this fool just say that?
Well,
But that's what I'm
I've
talking
been
about.
watching Tatum for about 3 years, so I didn't like that he did that because any other circumstance, when a jury or when a court, he usually goes with it. But with this one, he was like, I don't think it should. It's just, you know, it's so funny. The first time I talked to Tatum on his live about the first time I ever, when Ahmaud Arbery was murdered, I got on his live and I talked to him for like, it was like 20 minutes going back and forth with him. And I was like, you're wrong. I told him, I'm like, you're wrong because it's like, you can't chase someone down and then claim self-defense. Period. That was it. It doesn't matter. Well, he ran. He's like, well, what crazy person runs towards? When you're you're in flight, and you're running from 2 cars chasing with 3 men, and 2 of them have guns in the car. One's in the bed of the truck with a shotgun. That's survival. I'm like, what are you talking about? No one's waiting for the gun to be pointed at them. If anything, you can consider the truck a weapon. But Tatum's like, well, his gun was down. I'm like, come on. Why was their guns down in the first place? The dude was unarmed running down the street. I told him.
Now, do you see why I call him a coon?
But see, I don't necessarily think that's a coon because I don't think Tatum's considering the color, though. I think he's looking at Ahmaud Arbery as a dude.
Okay,
That's
then by that logic, then I need to see him start doing white on white. White people with
that's
white
nothing.
cops.
I don't know why he won't do that.
I need to see
don't
him
know
do
why.
that then. If he gonna be consistent, like you say, I need to see
Yeah.
that.
I agree. No, I agree. I don't
Because
know
he
why
could
he's in
easily
tech
go.
order.
He could easily go on police activity here on YouTube and go through all those videos one by one and say, okay, the cop did this right, he did this wrong,
Right.
and they don't always spotlight black people. They have Asians on there. They have white people.
I agree.
Do
I
that.
agree.
Then I'll stop calling him a coon. But every time it's always a black.
So you're
person
thinking
being
he's trying to
killed.
get that? He's trying to get his
He's
traction based
appealing
off
to
of-
a white base that wants to see a cop justify killing black folks by police.
Hmm.
And either he consciously knows this and still does it, or he's subconsciously not realizing he's doing it. But something got to give, because at a certain point, something's going to happen. And he's going to get on the wrong side. He's going to get on the wrong side of people. And you think him getting trolled now is bad? He ain't seen nothing yet. The only reason why we're not on him is because most of black people don't care about him. Like, if I mention his name, they don't know who the hell he is.
Yeah.
But
That's
if he
true.
ever gets on that
That yeah.
that
Like, if
radar,
he was-
it's over for him.
In what regard, though? That's what I'm saying. In what regard? Because that would now
Because
get
there's
to
going to be a
cancel
police
culture.
shooting that he's gonna justify that everybody else, even legal experts, say that was wrong. He's
What
going to
currency
justify
does
it.
what currency does being canceled have when you have your own shit?
What do you mean?
You said once he gets on the radar, that's what he
Dude, everybody's
that's
gonna then start doing videos on that man. You think he's gonna have time to go respond to everybody?
true.
That's my
his
thing.
brand.
He's such in his own bubble
Mm-hmm.
that we like you and I know the name and maybe a few other people, but in the grand scheme of things, he doesn't matter. But he's gonna get to a point where he's gonna put himself on the radar where he is gonna matter, and we're gonna destroy him. And I
But
don't
what
want to
does
see
that
that
give
because
us?
that gets us another coon out the way. Because we already did that with Roland Martin. Roland Martin he has no pull.
What
He didn't
happened
went
with
down to
Roman?
North Carolina. He went down to North Carolina. What his death knell was when he went what's his name? I forget the young brother's name down in North Carolina. He got killed by police. He went down there to try to go talk to people. The grassroots down there ran him off. He ain't never recovered from that. He brought King Randall on, who I interviewed on this channel twice, and tried to play him. He held his own. Roland looked crazy. You should have seen the comment section. Even his own people who were staunch supporters of his said, "You look bad, bro." Roland has this propensity to try to belittle positive black images,
Right. I
and then
agree.
what ends up happening is it turns and backfires on him
He
to the
can't
point he
stand
just
Tatum.
gets huh?
He cannot stand Tatum.
Who, Roland?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
probably the
I'm
only
sorry,
thing we'll
Candace,
ever agree
Candace.
on. That's probably. Again, I respect Candace Owens for building something. I respect the fact that she went down to the Revolt Summit in 2019 and talked with them black folks. But when she did that, I even reviewed her book on my podcast. But when she did that damn live video, I lost a lot of respect for her on that. Because I was like, that was bullshit. You cannot go online and say things like that. And you did it for almost 2 hours. And I'm just sitting there. And when she said that, I said, nah.
That
Now
was
I
wild.
see. I was like, now I see why everybody was calling you a coon.
But you can't say something's cool just because if they say disparaging things about someone that's black.
No,
has to be- it has to be-
You no. She sat on that live and justified. She made Jared Chauvin benevolent
Well, that's a problem. Yeah. That's a problem.
because talking about George Floyd did this. I don't care if he was on drugs. The
Yeah,
whole world
same.
watched a white man, a cop, have a neck on a black man and snuff his life out. You can't
Yeah.
explain that away. You can't justify that.
No, you can't. Like, why would they? Well, even Tatum said that. Like,
And the
the
fact she
idiot,
was
why
doing
he
it
was-
and she had this slight smile on her face made it even worse.
she's annoying. It's called space.
But she's
annoying.
over because she appeals to a base that does not like black people, which is fine.
Oh,
Do
it's-
what you do.
I
Do
don't
what
know.
you do.
Like,
That's cool. Man,
I don't know.
go look at her followers and tell me how many people really, really are riding with her because she's black. Or really ride with her being black and agree with her message. Most black people are following her just to see what she's going to say. Or to troll her. Because I'll tell you this. When she put her baby up on Facebook, guess what happened?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Tatum.
I thought they loved you.
Her and Tatum. They had a hard time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and guess what? It
Her and
wasn't
Tatum-
black
I don't
people that
talk
did
about
that.
Kids, but her and
Yeah,
Tatum.
but what I'm saying, it wasn't black people that did that. That was your base. That was your nice white lily white women.
Oh, he's rolling out.
Yeah, go get that sleep.
TLA.
I don't need you dropping your 5/8 socket in between that engine block and your radiator. You heard what I said. But that's what I'm talking about. See what happens when you get owned by your own people. But hey, you know what? Kudos to her. She's still going strong. Bless her.
He's a liar.
Bless her Lord.
She said she's praying again right now.
Oh, I know.
I
Bet
know
you
you
she
do.
won't show that kid. Bet you she won't. I
Did
bet
you
you
see
she
on Full
won't.
Send podcast?
Who? What?
She was on the Full Send podcast.
Who
The
the hell is
Nelk
that?
Boys. You know, the
I don't know
Nelk
who
Boys, they're like big, like in like YouTube, and they like to like
Never-
they're basically a bunch of like party frat boy type of like
What they be
culture.
talking about?
They have all types of different, like they've had Shaq, they've had Dennis Rodman, they've had Mike Tyson on there, they've had Dana White, they've had Donald Trump Jr.
They don't come up in my recommends. So if you don't come up in my recommends,
Yeah,
I don't know you.
they have had some good. She was just on there last week. I'll send it to you.
Oh
But,
shit! The legends in the building.
Conan,
Salute
who's
to the
Kenan
Cannon Hotep. Cannon Hotep, salute.
Salute. Cannon Hotep.
Cannon
I heard
Hotep.
so.
I got to do a stream with this brother one day. But
Let's
yeah,
hear it.
but like I said, I bet you Candace won't show her kid next time. I bet you she won't.
I'm not gonna lie, they're not the cutest.
But that's what I'm saying. Look, black conservatives serve a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the fact that they rather act conservative first than act black first. That's the only problem I got with it.
See,
Because if you're trying to appeal to everybody, you got to show everybody you're authentic.
that's
you
their
could go
whole
from a
argument,
conservative to a
though. But
liberal
the whole
just like
argument
that.
that's their whole argument. What's acting black? That's their whole thing. That's their whole shit. That's their whole. You know.
But this is why black conservatives get no respect. Because they want to appeal to white people first.
Or is it the majority?
It's not the.
I'm
That's
not-
my
I'm just
point.
putting
But
it
the
up here. I'm
majority
not
is
saying-
non-black. The majority
No,
is
I'm
non-black.
saying. No, I was just asking. I'm not defending
Oh.
your. I'm just saying like that's what I wonder like, or is it just that they're just being their authentic selves? You don't think they're being their authentic selves?
Oh, because Candace Owens used to be a liberal like me. I don't know if she's being authentic. I have
You think
receipts.
Roland says she's a grifter.
She probably is. I mean, somebody exposed her and said she was an actress, but I was like, whatever. I don't care about that. But at least I have the receipts to prove that I'm not playing. You can see.
No, you say.
if I put up my
about you is,
Facebook
though,
stuff.
You try to be. I'm not gonna say try. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm saying you're interesting because you're hella woke, but then you're a conservative. That's like.
I'm not a conservative. I can't be a conservative.
What would you
'cause
consider?
I still want a woman to have a right over her own body. So that
Oh,
can't
yeah.
make me a conservative. I'm already disqualified as a conservative.
You're right leaning though.
Yeah, I lean to the right, but there's just some things I do agree with liberals on, like a woman should be in control of her body.
I agree. I don't know, man. I just.
The government is needed for certain things, but I still believe in a smaller version of it. Like, number one, we
Right.
don't need the fucking FCC. I'm sorry. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't need the IRS. What you should do, let me see. She's
that's
not.
right,
I believe
yeah.
she switched over genuinely, but that TP
Yeah.
USA Daily Wire check. Well, it wasn't that. Is when she got doxxed at her school. That's.
Oh,
I
that
wouldn't
whole
even
like
say. I
racial.
wouldn't even say that changed her into a conservative. See, that's
That's what
the
she
other
likes to
thing too.
pinpoint, though,
She
as-
shouldn't have became a conservative. She should have just stayed in the middle.
You know, I
She
kinda
went.
agree
She
with
went
him.
to the
No,
extreme.
I believe what he said. I believe that's when she had to commit wholeheartedly to the grip. I don't know if she's grifting to the. Let's just say to the grip. I'll call it the grip. Like that's when she really started. I mean, that's when it seems like she stopped having the discernment between. Because that's the one complaint I have about like conservatives. It's like they're almost led blindly. Or sorry, they follow blindly. Like whereas that's the one thing I appreciate about Amazing Lucas. It's like he can still speak out against something, even if it's against. Even if it's with the conservatives, if something's not right, he'll speak out against it. Whereas like Trumpers, if you will, even they'll stick to him 100% no matter what. They'll almost lack their own independent thought, or just it's like that's weird. Whereas Democrats will call out other Democrats, and that's true. They will. They will like if a Democrat is like.
I hope you
Democrat
you
does-
talking about now.
now. But I'm saying
Okay. Because
Reg-
they never
regardless,
call
they
each other
won't.
out.
yeah, now it's like Republicans will not call each other out. And that's the only one thing. And that's what I think about Candace. Like she will die with it. Like before she will admit like the whole thing about her whole issue with being forced or mandated to get vaccines or the jab or whatever, right? But then she wants to have some type of control over another woman's body. So if your body's your body, it's your body, your choice when it comes to a mask, then it's another woman's body and choice when it comes to abortion. Now, while I'm not for abortion, but I'm definitely pro-choice. Me, I would never get an abortion. That would never happen. But I'm just saying, I'm not about to stop some other woman who from incest or rape or whatever reason from getting an abortion. So that's with her. That's what I don't get. It's like she can only see her logic one way, but she can't apply it to other situations. So if you want to have control over a woman's body to get an abortion, then someone needs to have control over you when it comes to if you wear a mask over your fucking face. So yeah, with the red, white,
I know. Yeah, money will change. That's why I said whoever controls the money controls the message.
Well, no, in actuality, the only one that got around was Kanye. No one knew who Candace Owens was until Kanye.
But that's what I'm saying. But she was still independent thinker, Candace Owens.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
And then like Candace said, once she started getting booked with Charlie Kirk and them, she just became she became pastor wife.
Here you go.
Did she not become pastor wife?
I just think Candace is crazy. But I'm not the type of person I'm gonna take a person and be like, okay, I agree with this and I don't agree with this. Like I think there's a lot of things that Candace says that are cool. But there's some things that she says I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with her?
Yeah, when she was Red Pill Black. Yeah, but it's like
her name was Red Pill Black?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was her name on YouTube, Red Pill Black.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Wow.
But it's like now she's a brand now. Respected. Right. But what is your message? Your message is for lily white women. It's not for us. But you'll use us because it gets views. Right. I want her to honestly, respect to her for going to Revolt. Respect that. I respect it. She needs to honestly sit down and talk with Rizza Islam. That I want to see. Because I guarantee you she won't have that same energy. She will not have that same energy that she had for them white people. Because he will call her out.
Oh, I don't know, man. Candace is going to talk to Umar. You should know.
She's not going to talk to Umar. Never. Okay. Just like she won't talk to Tariq. She's not going to talk to Vicky Dillard.
I got into it with him before on Twitter.
Who?
Tariq Nasheed. We went back and forth a few times. Like 10 times.
I had to back off Tariq a little bit.
He confuses me.
He was doing too much. With them Twitter spaces, he was doing too much. Like I get you trying to show how the Africans and the Caribbeans are, but he was doing a little too much on that.
Yeah. No, I
just
agree
a little
with
bit.
Cannon. She is a master grifter. I believe Candace owns it.
Bless her heart, man. Get that money. Get that money. I can't do it.
I believe Tatum wholeheartedly believes the things that he says.
I'm sure he does, but
that's him.
No, he's not a grifter. He's
not.
What was the word I said?
I know what you said, but
okay. I just want to be clear. He's he's Stephen A. Smith. He is.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Because
he's like Stephen A. Smith of cops.
We can't all think the same, though.
I don't care if you don't think like me. That's not my problem. My problem is you knowingly, with your insight as a cop, it's incumbent on you to tell people how procedure is. How is somebody going to understand it? But every time I watch one of your videos, you're defending police.
The police aren't a color, though. There's black police. That's all I'm saying.
The worst, too. Those are the worst type of cops. But again, you're a former cop.
Right.
You're appealing to people who love cops,
right.
Which is fine. That's your platform. You do what you do. But you cannot be looking at some of these police interactions that end badly and going with the cop. You can't.
There's
You
a lot of
cannot
them
look
he
at
be
that
right on,
situation
though.
in Jersey and say
That's
that the
one
cops
he's
did
wrong.
right.
But has he done a video on that yet though?
I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't.
I would love to see his take on that.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'll do it for you because I got love for you. I'm gonna.
He didn't do no video. He didn't do no
Huh?
video on that. He didn't do a video on that.
Are you sure he didn't? Because this is Tatum.
Tatum?
Are you sure?
Because he
This is
always
Tatum.
waits until. Touche.
No, he does not.
Tatum?
Tatum, let's see. 3 days ago, 3 hours ago, this father had enough of CRT. He looks like even his thumbnail, he looked like a coon.
You are
Look at his
funny.
thumbnail. Look at this thumbnail. Tell me
I'm
this don't
surprised he
look like-
hasn't done a video on that mall situation.
Tell me that thumbnail, that first one, don't look like a coon.
The father's CRT
This one. Yeah. Tell me that don't look like a coon.
You're so funny.
Why you got that face?
Why you got that face?
Why you got that face?
Probably
Come
him.
on, bro. Like, come on, bro. I'm surprised he didn't do it. You know what? He's probably going to do an epic live stream where he's going to go brick by brick
Yeah.
and tell you how it was the black kid's fault.
I would love to see how he spends this because it definitely wasn't the black kid's fault in this situation. I would love to see it.
I bet you he won't read the article where it said that all that kid
That's
was
actually
doing.
probably why he hasn't done the video because he knows it's not the black kid's fault.
Why not? Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Okay, so let's play that game then. Because I remember him saying something about Trayvon, right? He said it was Trayvon's fault.
Did he?
Now I said, yeah, he did. And I said Trayvon shouldn't have went outside. That's the only thing I said.
You said
I said
that?
he should never. I said he shouldn't have went out. He shouldn't have went back outside. He should have stayed in
I
the
agree.
house
He should have stayed in the house.
until the
yeah.
cops got there. So
Both of them should.
he said that. He basically said he deserved to get shot. That's
He
what he
did?
basically said. This was way back on. I think he was on Facebook.
Oh.
He said he deserved to get
But
shot.
Tatum's weird.
You just figured this out.
Tatum's
You just figured this out. I told you this is why I don't rock with him. The only thing I ever get
I thought
again,
you
the
rock
only
with
thing I
him.
ever gave him, I don't. I'm not subscribed to him. I don't follow him. The only
I
thing
didn't
I
know
gave
that.
him respect on was that he brought out the jail transcripts on the Breonna
all
Taylor
for Brown
thing.
Taylor.
That's
But
the
I
only
don't
thing-
agree with you on Brown Taylor though. Brown Taylor,
What don't you agree with me on?
you know.
What?
Huh?
I said she didn't deserve to die like that.
She did or
But
didn't?
we're not gonna act like
Wait,
she
wait,
was
you said-
innocent.
Oh, okay, then we're on the same page. Okay.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was. She was in a situation that she should not have been in. But that
No, but not
did
even
not
that-
give
not
her
even that
right to
part.
kill. The cops did
No,
not
no.
have the right to kill her like that.
No, but they didn't mean to though. If someone should come on, kid, if you're a cop and you go into the apartment and you start shooting, you gonna shoot back. Period. They can't
that's
help the fact that
fine,
she.
but again, there was just so many things that went on. That's why, again, it took me months to say something.
Mhm.
I needed to see everything before I said something, and that's why I came up with the conclusion she did not have to die like that. But we're not going to act
I
like she
agree.
wasn't
Oh.
innocent.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
I would have respected people if they'd have just went down that road and said,
Okay.
okay, you know what? She was kind of in it, but she shouldn't have died like that. I'd have been
Right.
fine with it. I wouldn't have said word.
Okay.
But then when they said something, Tatum said exactly what I said people were going to say regarding Miralock, and that was people asking why was he even at his cousin's house with a gun.
Oh, that's the one that was on the couch.
Yeah, that was laying on the couch. Who cares? It's it. He was asleep. Who cares?
But he started shooting at them first. Come on.
Well, if
Come
somebody
on.
breaks in your house and you jump
They
up, what are
didn't
you
break.
going
They
to
announced
expect?
themselves like 5-6 times.
Yeah, but you're still asleep. You
See, you're
you
making
think it's
too
somebody
easy.
trying to come
but
at
you
you.
were waking up though to grab a gun and shoot though. Come
But the
on,
gun
kid.
was
Like,
next
see
to
what I'm
him.
talking
But
about.
the gun was next to him.
He shot first. I watched the video. It was a slow motion. He shot first. The kid on the couch shot first. Come
I
on.
know, but I'm just saying. At that
Come on.
point,
Come on.
again,
I get what you're saying. I get you would be spooked if you were asleep on the. Yeah, I get that. You're spooked. You're on the couch. But I'm like, come on, he he knew very well that was a police officer. Come on.
It's again, but this goes back to the cop thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh, did you see
again,
that John
but see, there's
Madden on
another
that
problem. They're doing these doing these no knocks when people are asleep.
Well, they not.
But what I'm saying, they're always executing these warrants when people are not in their
Are
right state of
sleeping.
mind.
I agree with that. I agree, but I'm saying with that when I saw it, because they were hitting that door.
Y'all, so y'all trying to tell me the cops are these are pussy enough not to go see somebody at 10 o'clock in the morning?
So you're saying that they want you to be unsuspecting.
You can't
What you
catch
saying?
somebody coming out the house. You got to go run up in the house.
Right. Yeah, I get that. But he had to shoot the
Y'all
cops.
pulling that old FBI move when they showing up arresting people at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
I don't know, man. You can't put all the onus on the cops, though.
The cops are not making accurate cases for support. They're not. They're not helping their cause. They're not helping their image with the community when they do things like that.
So would you rather?
Neighborhood watches.
Good luck.
I'm going to say that till my last breath until I see
Good
it
luck.
happen. Neighborhood
Good luck.
watches.
And people can beat each other's asses.
I'd rather people in the neighborhood beat
Neighborhood
each other's
watches what got
asses
you-
than have the
Neighborhood
cops
watches
beat our
what-
asses.
That's what got you in Mount Arbery's Neighborhood Watch. People minding other
No,
people's business.
those assholes were looking for something. They were
I'm
looking
just
for a
saying, that's why-
reason.
I'm saying you're giving them that feeling that they can. That's what, the Neighborhood Watches with Zimmerman thought he could follow up behind somebody, not mind his own damn business.
No, but see,
Neighborhood Watch-
Zimmerman thought he was a cop.
So all
That's a whole different mindset.
Beatier man.
But that's a whole different that's a whole different animal right there. He thought he was a cop.
Yeah, because he got turned down so many times.
The McMichael should have known better. It's 3-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all could have taken that man down without firing a shot.
I agree.
But none
I
of
agree.
these cops, as you've seen in all these examples,
Mhm.
except Sandra Bland, they always gotta roll 6 deep. They
Right.
always gotta roll more than one. Always happen, and it always ends bad.
Yeah.
And then you see that, but then you see them take Dylan Roof out with a bulletproof jacket and get this
See, y'all
man
did that, but they,
a big kid's
they
meal.
did-
He gets a
and they
Burger
did the
King big
same
kid's
for
meal.
the and they did that for the meter man. Shut up. And they do that for they did it for your boy too, the DC sniper.
Didn't they kill him?
No, he's alive.
No, the old dude is dead.
died?
Malvo's still in jail. Yeah,
The boy?
they killed the older dude. He got shot and killed. Malvo's doing time.
He died?
Yeah, they shot him. He got into a gun battle with police and they killed him. But Malvo couldn't get away. I think he got, what'd he get? I think he got 20 to life.
You know some funny crazy shit about that? Do you know that they each, those two dudes, what came to, because they have family here in Seattle. His ex-wife was here. He got baptized in my church the weekend before he set out on that journey. He had to
get right with the Lord.
Yeah, because he knew what he was about to go do.
You had to get right
Which
with
was
the
crazy
Lord.
because they're Muslim.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You're funny. Hey,
I'm
look,
hilarious. I can be
You're
even more
funny.
funny. I can be even more funny.
let's hear it.
But yes, ma'am. But I do have to do a show with you. I want to talk about
Yeah.
Christopher Dorner.
Okay.
I want to get your thoughts on that because you were in the military.
Yeah.
So I want to
So,
get your
but the
thoughts
cop?
on that.
The black cop?
Yeah. And he exposed the corruption and he went out like a G.
For real.
Oh, I know the white cops, they not gonna like me saying that. I don't give a damn.
You're funny.
Shout out to Christopher Dorner. That
So,
that
what we
brother did
calling
not
it?
deserve that.
Are we calling it a night or?
It's up to you. It's
That's
11 o'clock.
crazy.
I know it's 8 o'clock your time.
Yeah, I'm about to get some
your
dinner.
night. Oh yeah, I forgot. Y'all gotta go eat. I've got y'all eat late on the West Coast.
Yeah, that's real. I enjoyed
What
this.
you got
though.
some fried shrimp? What you got some fried shrimp?
So tonight, I'm probably gonna do some pho tonight.
You said some what?
Some pho. The Vietnamese soup.
Oh, pho. Oh, I thought you said you about to get a fuck. I was like, all right, go ahead, June. Go ahead, June.
Oh, it's so fun. And that's what it sounded like too, huh?
I
That's
know
so
it sounded
funny.
like that. Hey, listen, you don't tell me that.
Right. Nah, keep my
Shout
best
out
on
to
the
that,
street.
man.
Keep my best on the street. No, I'm joking. But no, I enjoyed this. We need to do this again, kid.
Of course. Anytime. I
Yeah.
told you I'm ready for this.
I
DZ
enjoyed
Sniper,
myself.
shout out to him.
Yeah, that DC Sniper. I thought he was. I didn't know he died.
Yeah, he died, but Wayne Lee Malvo, he doing 20 to life right now.
Damn. Do you know all
Yeah, I
that
know.
was just so he can kill his ex-wife? He wanted to make it look like the ex-wife. got
Shout out
killed
to
by the
Andre
beast.
Cole.
Oh man. Who's
Shout out
this
to
Cannon
Andre
Hotep
Cole.
fella? Who's this Cannon
Oh,
Hotep
Ken
fella?
Hotep is fire. Nah, he fire. He does live streams. He talks about black issues and stuff. So
I'm gonna have to
he's
talk
fine.
to him.
Yeah, bring him on. Nah, he's good. I still got to do a show with him, but yeah,
Yeah, he should- yeah.
he's a good dude.
Hotep.
think it's funny,
Remember when
though. He's funny.
Tatum got into it with Hotep Jesus? Did you ever see that clip?
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
Wait, was that the one where he kept calling him the N word?
Yeah.
He said, "I'm gonna beat you up, nigga."
Yeah.
I was like,
That
"Oh, so now we want to act hood
That's-
when you get tested."
Exactly.
Salute,
Exactly.
brother. Yeah, you do too.
I didn't give
I
him
gotta-
Cannon Hotep.
Yeah, so hit him up. I sent him an email. He ignored that shit.
Oh, well, it's
I
not
know
Cannon
he
Hotep.
doing
I'll tell
that
you.
shit.
Yeah, I'm getting started on my YouTube journey as Kid Gravity knows, and I'm just trying to network and
Yeah,
get.
but, hey, network
people-
it, man.
You
Go
know.
there.
Mhm.
You know
Oh,
what?
this is what I
I'm
don't know
gonna-
what-
you know what? Hit up Gothics. I'm gonna send you her email address. Hit her up because I think she'd
Okay.
want to talk to you about your Before Christ case. Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I
And you
was
could
like, oh,
educate
damn.
her about the West Coast politics.
Where does she live? Oklahoma?
Nah, she lives in Rhode Island.
Oh, Lord. Oklahoma.
Yeah, so she's in that Boston area, so you know how that go.
Boston.
Yeah,
Rhode
her
Island.
state's all messed up. They say you can't even go into the supermarket without a mask on.
Damn. You sent me an email. Oh, Cannon
Yes,
Hotep.
sir.
He
Yes,
heard
sir.
you?
I think he did. Yes, sir.
Damn.
A couple months ago.
Damn.
I sent
Come on,
out a lot
Cannon
of emails
Hotep.
to people. Nah, it's not. I don't blame him. He busy. He be touching the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he be touching the road. So when he's doing his live streams now, he's usually outside. So it is
Where's
what
the
it is.
Cannon
I ain't
come
finna give out what he do because it is what it is. But
I
nah,
just subscribed.
the brother's funny as hell though.
Yeah. I just
And he
subscribed
be
to him
talking some
just
real
now.
shit.
You
Yeah,
should
but
see
yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit
Yeah,
up
you should see it.
Gothics.
Yeah, I want to tell him.
Oh,
I
you
just
know what?
subscribed,
Hit up Taisha. Hit up Taisha Essex too.
Oh, I
It's
heard
a-
a long time ago, like when you first told me that, and like we got the text.
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
gave me
But
her
I
number.
would love to see both of y'all just talk about the military.
Okay.
Cause she Navy, you Air Force. Lord, I know y'all had some rivalry. No, y'all got.
I hit her up though, like when you told me that, but she texted me back, gave me her number, and I was trying to orchestrate something, and I never got hit back. Kinda
Did
like
she
with
give
this-
you the 6 number, or did she give
Let me
you
see.
the 9 number? Because if she gave you the 6 number, that's her business line.
Let me find it. Cause yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, if it's a 6 number, that's her business line. DM me on Twitter. I don't know how I missed. Yeah, I
It
will.
was
I will.
706.
That's her business line. She wasn't gonna pick up
Oh.
on that. Yeah,
Got you.
hit her up on Instagram.
Okay.
She'll answer the DM.
All right. So what's
But
so yeah,
yeah.
Cannon Hotep. I just subscribed to your YouTube. It's only my YouTube. baby.
Go watch that man. That man streams be funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna check him out.
I'm trying to listen. This YouTube channel grew in the last month, so I'm encouraged by that. So I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
damn, I'm just gonna be stuck on 200, and then
I know,
I just
bro,
started. I just went up. I'm like, I'm almost at 300. I was like, let's go, let's keep going. Let's keep
What's
it
getting a
going,
whole
keep it going.
Twitter, kid? Yeah, for real, sure, keep going. You gotta keep going. You always gotta keep
Yeah,
going.
no, I gotta keep going. I'm trying to. You think I want to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and go to work? I want to get up at 8. My ultimate plan is to do a 5-day show. That's my ultimate plan with this, but you know, still gotta. I gotta get to the 1,000, 4,000 before they even say, okay, we'll pay you pennies, you buck dance. But you got to buck dance.
Yeah, you
And
can.
I'm like, I'm not buck dancing, so I don't know how that's gonna work.
That's true. Hotep Cannon, like Hotep Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon tried to get Hotep lately. I gotta talk to Hotep because I really want to get into like what that is. Like I know
What
surface,
Hotep?
well, Hotep. Yeah, like I know surface level information about that, but you know, like I need to get into that. Like, what that
Yeah,
is.
that's a whole philosophy.
Yeah, it's a whole like. Was it 5%ers? Is it
No.
the same thing or no?
Oh, yeah. I can link you with a 5% if you want to talk to
Oh,
him.
yeah. I don't know. I'm
Are you
scared.
not ready for that? You're not ready
Scared.
for that?
I'm a little scared.
Most Def is it Most Def? I think Most Def is a 5%.
Yeah. Oh, YouTube game definitely. Yeah.
It is tough because there's a lot of competition. You know what? Actually, and I'm kind of ashamed of this, but I'm kind of happy. I did a Kevin Samuels video, and somebody said they found me in the YouTube recommendation.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I had to cuss this chick out. This
Oh,
chick
okay.
said, ever since Kevin Samuels went viral, we've had nothing but problems in the black community.
Oh, because of accountability.
I had to spend 5 minutes educating her.
Gabe is crazy. Sorry, Gabe Rose has a. I love Gabe, but man, I'm not down with him. Who he's like surrounding himself with. We did a whole doc.
Oh, we did a whole doc on the Hotep Nation.
Cool.
Cool.
Ask Cannon, what's your Twitter handle so I can connect with you?
It's probably Cannon Hotep.
I just looked that up. I can't see. Is it at Cannon? Cannon.
Well, it should be that.
Hotep. Let's see.
I'm still hesitant
Oh.
in changing my Twitter
Oh
name.
yeah. Cannon Hotep. What's your Twitter name?
You know Chef Boyardee. Oh, you think I'm kidding?
No, I believe you. That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah,
I believe
Boyardee.
you.
I probably have the most
From
unique
Baltimore.
Twitter
What is it?
handle.
Baltimore.
I probably have the most unique Twitter handle in there.
But nah, you look at them all. Oh boy, Yardy. Oh, I got it.
Yes.
Jamaican. They say
Yes,
Baltimore.
ma'am.
They say two and you and do.
Yes. Oh, yes. Speaking before we go, I just have this quick thought. I was going to do a video on this. I might as well just do it here. So they're doing a Bob Marley movie. They've casted Bob Marley. The dude, number one, is not Jamaican.
What?
Number two, he doesn't have dreads.
Oh.
Number three, I understand he's British, so that's like the wave now. You want to do great movies, you get a
crazy.
British actor. I'm not happy about this
You're not.
because there's so much talent on that island. They didn't even go to
Yeah,
the
that's just
island
like
to go
us.
look.
They keep putting an old boy from the UK and why is Franklin Saint from the UK? Why is old boy from Get Out from the UK? It's the same thing as us.
Because they have theater experience.
Whatever, dude.
So that goes a long way for them. They understand cues and they understand subtle nuance. But it would have been nice if you had a Jamaican playing Bob Marley. And then somebody made it funny that he said that those wigs are going to look crazy.
You're funny, dude, man. I mean, they probably will.
And you know they're going to water him down. They're going to make him white Bob Marley. We already know this.
I don't think my mic ever connected to this. I don't understand why it's really
Hey,
bad.
your audio sounded fine, so.
I think it's my camera audio. It's not my Shure mic audio though. It's really bad.
I told you to change it, but
I'll figure it out. But
well,
Look, I enjoyed
folks,
this with
if you did see this on YouTube, congratulations, because those on the playback are not going to see this because we
Oh,
talked
you mean on
about
Rumble?
the Belle Biv DeVoe at the beginning,
yeah,
and we know
Yeah.
YouTube
It was a
don't like that.
conversation.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to put it on private, take that part out, and then possibly put it back up. So, folks, if you do want to see this full show, it will be on my Rumble channel, Kid Gravity Beyond. So, yeah. But I'm gonna get up out of here. I tell you, it felt so good to do a podcast episode again. It felt
It
so
was
good.
fun. It was good. It
Yes.
was fun.
And I know for y'all, I know those people on the podcast, I know it's gonna suck because it's a two-parter, but I don't think you guys want to hear me for 2 hours straight through. So, yeah. But
That was cool.
again, thank you for this, and yeah,
You know, I'm down with UK Gravity.
yes, ma'am. So you can promote yourself, and then I just have one more announcement, and then we're gonna get out of here.
No, I'm just like I said, I'm putting my YouTube together now. Literally, I'm getting all my stuff together. That my animations, like my subscribe thingy and all that, my backdrops and my templates. So that's cool. But and my podcast together. But so I don't even know if I'm comfortable right now promoting it. But yeah, my podcast is No Culture, KNOW Culture, and my YouTube is just my name, Bailey. So, but I'll be next time we talk, I'll probably have all my shit together.
Cool. And y'all know how I give it up. Y'all know how I give it up. Kid Gravity Beyond on Instagram, Beyond Borders Podcast on Instagram. I'm more active on Twitter now, even though it's still a cesspool. Chef Boyardee.
Twitter was the bomb back in 09.
And it's really not, but okay. Oh, geez. What is this?
Back in the day, Twitter was different.
Back in the day, explosions in eastern Ukraine prompt increased global tensions. Here we go.
Yeah.
Remember
There
what
it
I
is.
told you last year? The fastest way out of a recession or depression is a war.
Yeah. I said that.
But yeah, you know how I give it up. And announcement tomorrow, folks, you're going to get a twofer. I am going to be streaming again.
Check you
For
out.
those who don't know him, if you ever happen to see his work with Black Webtoons, I'm going to be interviewing Jordan Taylor Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Look him up on Instagram at _ Jordan Taylor Davis. He does Black Webtoons. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk about anime, his journey with that, and it's going to be cool. Bet on Black is going to return. It had enough of a hiatus. And I'm also going to have some ladies on there soon as well. But I'm not going to tell you about them yet. I want to let Jordan have his ride. But yes,
You
folks.
know I'm tuned in.
Yes, ma'am. But folks, we're going to get up out of here. Thank you so much
Alright.
for spending 2 hours cumulatively with us. Hopefully you learned something. And if you didn't learn anything, shame on you
Sorry for
and
you.
your mama. So,
Shit.
everyone, you know how I end these shows. Take care. Stay safe. Even though the little gnome asshole who got hired by Trump and then Biden said, wear your mask to get your supplies.
Oh,
Just do it. Unless they said it's optional. Like my farmer's market near my house says it's optional. So I walk in there and people with masks on look at me like I'm crazy. And I just be smiling as I pick out my good herbs because they ain't shit. Just remember, Bailey and I are on different coasts,
yeah.
but we're of one mindset. Out of many, we are one. That's what Jamaicans say. Out of many, we are one.
Bop, bop,
And
bop.
we should have. That's very racist.
My bad.
The hell with you.
Hurry
But
up.
everybody,
delicious fun.
take care. Stay safe.
Yes.
We're gone.